fans celebrate. Would you believe it? Manchester City have one hand on the FA Cup.
It's finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! Watch it, drink it in. De Bruyne. Gundogan again. The king of comebacks.
There's a good try. Oh, incredible. Ilkay Gundogan. Right from the start. That is stunning.
They've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, 3 times the champion! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers, for the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Watchalong. Premier League is back. FA Cup finished. Good, to be honest, because it's alright. It's alright, isn't it? It's just about alright, but Premier League's where it's at right now, and we are well within a chance of winning the Premier League title. Come on, man, we got to do this. We got to do this tonight, man. I've been nervous all day about this. Really, really nervous. So, you know, we've had a good chuckle. We've had a good chuckle at Arsenal. Now it's zoning in on our job. What do we have to do? Now, I don't think the players will have been chuckling. They will have just taken it quietly and confidently as a bit of a boost to take into this game. And it's a Newcastle side that struggle historically at the Etihad. They've got a terrible, terrible record, and they come to our place with a midfield that isn't just 2/3 as good as it could be. It's 1/3 of the midfield that we usually fear. With Joel Linton, the size of that specimen. He is an absolute specimen. Sounds like an insult, that word, doesn't it? It's actually a compliment. But you're a specimen, you are. You are a specimen. And he is. He's a large individual. Who's the other geezer? Gimaresh. The geezer that is Gimaresh. Is it Gimaresh or Gimares? Gimaresh? Gimme Rice. That's his name. Gimme Rice. That's what we said when we tried to sign Declan Rice. Gimme Rice. I'd take him, wouldn't you? He was pretty good. He's pretty good. He's the only Arsenal player really at the minute that can hold his head high. But do on Arsenal. We're not even bothered about them tonight. This is our job. We got to do the business. Make sure you're hitting that like button if you haven't done so already. Please do that because that's really easy. Chill. This light, man. My legs are too long, man. Yeah, please hit the like button if you haven't done so already. That'll be massively helped. And if you're interested in becoming a member, you can do that by clicking on the link in the top of the pinned comments of the chat that you can see, as well as in the description. And subscribe if you're new around here. All of that is extremely helpful. The liking bit's really easy to do that. So definitely stick a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. But let's say hello to Phil. Good to see you, Phil. Going for a bold City 3, Newcastle 0 win. Let's forget about Arsenal. Yep, spot on, mate, for now at least, for this afternoon, and just get those 3 precious points. Absolutely, mate. Good to see you, Church. Good afternoon, fellow Blues. It's going to be one for sorrow for the Magpies tonight. Is that a song? I feel like that's a song. I feel like it's a song. Is it a nursery rhyme or something like that? I can't remember how it goes, mate. Otherwise, I'd sing it for you. We simply must win this game by any means necessary. 6-0. New word. He's gone to the thesaurus. He's done it. Voluminous. Let's just Google that. Let's just see what that means. Voluminous. Had to check the spelling. Of clothes, apparently. Very loose or full. Having much fabric. What are you doing here, Church? You've not double-checked that one, have you? You've not checked that. Something to do with wearing baggy clothes. So the baggy-clothed Manchester City are going to win 6-0. This is a bit baggy, isn't it? I think that's what you mean. But, yeah, you got... according to this, anyway, it says voluminous. Says... can you even see that? No, you can't see it, to be honest. But, yeah, of clothes very loose or full, having much fabric. So... I don't know what that means, mate. But big up to you, Church. One of these days, mate, we'll get that 6-0. Void, good to see you, mate. Edison and Ake, Walker and Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Johnny Stones. Johnny Stones! Best defence in Europe. We're Manchester City. We won it all in Istanbul. Oh, we're the boys in blue. Whoa, coming after you. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't cut it there, otherwise it gets a bit much, doesn't it? It gets a bit much. Good to see you, Murlag. And Dream as well. 3-0 you've gone. Get your predictions in as well. Let me know what you're thinking about this one, because I'm seeing lots of confident City wins today. Rockstar, good to see you as always, mate. Good evening. Truly believe Haaland's bagging today, and we will wreck the Magpies 5-0 like all those years ago. Won't be tuning in tonight, so hopefully when I wake up tomorrow it's positive news. Oh, I'm going to miss you, mate. Is it late where you are? You're in India, aren't you, mate? So I don't know what time it is where you're watching, but have a good sleep, mate. I don't blame you. I mean, some of these games are ridiculous o'clock. I'm not happy about this. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, man. I hate it. I don't like it at all. Weekends should be like daytime. I'm hoping the atmosphere will be good, though, because nighttime, Saturday night, the fans will have had a few people will have been drinking. Cheers, everybody, if you're drinking. Gets you a bit merry, and then you generate an atmosphere. Not me, because I'm on my own. Even I tried to a minute ago. It seems a bit weird. Neighbours are like, fucking Belen next door singing again. SRP, Rockstar for you. It's at midnight. Oh, there you go. That's the time. Midnight. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Alex, come on, City. Haaland hat-trick. 4-1. Oh, what a goal that would be. Arsenal. Bottling it. We must not bottle it, says RGS. And Alvin, when's kickoff? It is in 18 minutes, mate. True Blue, let's go. The gap must be closed. 2-0. Semenyo brace. Yeah, mate. Semenyo, Marmoush. We're going to talk about the team in a minute as well. Pep Talks only. Good to see you. It's on. Title race is on. We will not collapse like Arsenal. We don't panic like them. I'm still not there yet, in terms of like what our job is and how established we are yet. I'm still not completely certain of our own ability. We've been given like the most unbelievable confidence boost thanks to them. We've generated a reasonable amount of self-earned confidence. Do you know what I mean? By confidence that we earned, like from our own football, the way we defeat teams and play football. I just want to see it on a bit more longevity, on a more consistent basis where, because this is the time of the season where City are known to go on make any number up you want, because that's what everyone says. At this stage of the season, City go on a 10-game, 12-game, 8-game, whatever it is, winning streak. And if we do that, we're winning the league. I need to see more from us to know that we are that team that don't panic like Arsenal. The thing is, the difference here is Pep. So if Pep can still instill that belief, that indestructible mentality into the players that he has, and he's done that ever since he's been at Manchester City, to be honest, with very different crops of players, then yeah, I do think we're going to go and win the league this year. But this crop of players is a little bit raw, a little bit immature, still learning curves are happening right now, and some of them are a little bit steep. The system seems to have somewhat settled, you know, and he's just throwing goals onto the pitch, and he's done it again today. We'll talk about the team news in a minute. Alaric, good to see you. 4-0 City. It's momentum o'clock for us now. Time to really build some. Yeah, mate. Good to see you, bud. And Teal as well. Let's go. City 5-2, mate. I hope we score 5 first, because I can't be doing with a close game. Like, I'm not up for stressing tonight. I don't want to stress, because I'm already stressed. I'm already really, really stressed about this game because of the importance of it, man. If we were to win this game and just the pressure that would put on Arsenal, but what an opportunity it is. Do not waste it. Do not waste it. Blossom, good to see you. Hope you're well. Cindy, good to see you. City, best club in the world. Good to see you, Cindy. Reza as well. City starts smelling blood, Johnny. Yeah, mate. Big up, Cobb. Good to see you. And Armin as well. Kayline, good to see you. You've been here a long time. I remember you a while ago. I haven't seen you in a while, but good to see you. Young, good to see you. It's serious. Why so serious? And Mullet, good to see you, Mullet. And Shauno as well. Haaland hat-trick, Marmouche gets 1, Semenyo 2 assists, Cherky gets 1, 8 Nori gets 1 as well. Very specific there, Sean. I mean, is a Pep Guardiola sneeze on the cards? Maybe someone falls over at half-time while collecting their beers from the bar. I'm also predicting Foden to chuckle at a Reinders joke on the bench. That's what I'm going for as well. Very specific detail you've gone with there, mate. The precise predictions. I appreciate you, mate. It's Ian, isn't it? I'm sure it's Ian. Yeah, and hit the like button, like he says. Good to see you all. Hope you're well. Hope you're looking after yourselves. I think I saw a kind donation coming in. I don't want to miss it. In case I do. Yeah, I have missed it. There you go. Darks, good to see you as always, mate. Checking City run of games versus points that United lose really stings. We could have gone over top of the league winning today with 59 points. Yeah, there's so many results like that have happened this season, though. The United one was just a terrible. I'm more bothered about the ones that we'd already had, the games that were virtually won and we threw them away. Most recently, Spurs. The United game, we'd lost that the second we entered the pitch. We were bad from the first minute to the last, weren't we, in that game? For whatever reason. You know, all sorts of reasons have been thrown out there. But you know, I'm more bothered about the games that we were like, you know, really like, they were there. They were the 3 points were in the bag. And you're just like pulling them out of the bag and putting them back on the table for the opposition. What are you doing against Spurs, man? Killing me. Big up Mullet. Stinks of Jaeger bombs this stream so far. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm sensing it's a good thing for you. Yeah, I saw you, mate. Yeah, you're an impatient one. It's all them Jaeger bombs, mate. It's all them Jaeger bombs. Good to see you, man. Hope you're good. I'm the cowman. We need to win the title or else the Saka-Messi comparisons will come back. It's such a shit fan base, aren't they? They are the worst fan base. Honestly, man. Right. Team news. Donnarumma starts between the sticks. That always just fills me with confidence, you know. He hasn't made a mistake that has cost us this season. That's the key point. They've not cost us. I've seen him make mistakes, and they've not amounted to anything, thankfully. You know, the odd corner here and there, the odd flap that a defender gets in the way and clears. Maybe, actually. I think the Arsenal equaliser in the last minute, I think that would probably go down as a Donnarumma mistake. That's a definite direct mistake because he came way too far out of his goal. Outside of that, is there any others? No, Donnarumma's not on the bench, Simply City. Donnarumma's... Did I say he's on the bench? He's definitely starting, mate. Did I say he's on the bench? Other people are saying, what? He's on the bench. He's not on the bench, is he? What have I missed? I'm pretty sure I saw him in the starting 11. Oh, have I got him? That's from Salford. So Donnarumma has been split in two. I'll fix that for you right now, in fact. Bear with me. Donnarumma's not on the bench, everybody. Donnarumma's starting. He's in the starting 11. Well, you can't see it now. It's gone. but he's also on the bench. Oh, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one, and it's me. Every time. Right, let me fix that, because it's Trafford who's on the bench, and I can fix it. Where's it gone? City starting 11. Boom. Open. Photoshop. Give us a sec, because I need to fix that. It's going to irritate me the whole game, that now. Right, Trafford. I've got the rest right, haven't I? I swear I typed in Trafford. I must have pressed escape when I did it. Trafford. And that formation, what do you think of with that? Do you think that's real? What I've done there with a 4-1-3-2? Do you think that's going to happen? Let's just sort that out. Save. Bear with me 1 second, people. Apologies. Has it changed? There you go. Boom. Changed. Quick as that. Right, everything else has gone, though, so I need to sort that out. Yeah, so Trafford is on the bench. Right, let's go through it. Donnarumma starts. Not on the bench. Nunes, Diaz, Gay, Aït-Nouri. Diaz is a question. There's a conversation there. Kusanov, Gordon, and Alanga. That's some serious pace, man. There is a multi. So is it Donna or Ruma on the bench? Yeah, man. I've got the bench right now. The bench is right. People are still saying that there's something wrong. It's 100% right, that now. It's 100% right. Nunes, Diaz, Gay, Aït-Nouri. Rodri, I've gone with. Bernardo Silva's going to be playing alongside him for the majority of it. Cheers, Curtis, for the super chat, by the way. Appreciate you, mate. But I imagine with the ball, we're going to have more of it today, so I can imagine him being a little bit further ahead of Rodri. Semenyo and O'Reilly, either side of him, and Haaland and Marmoush up top. That is a lot of goals in that team. The question is creativity, because there isn't much of it there. Though, Bernardo Silva recently has definitely been turning up. You know, he slotted Haaland through within the first minute at Anfield. He's been bagging assists lately. Bernardo Silva playing through the middle, a little bit more advanced when we get the ball. He's obviously dropping deep to collect it when we don't have the ball, or at least trying to build out from the back. Bernardo comes and collects with Rodri and provides that extra man in the build-up. It's essential. But when we have the ball, he's been pushing forward. So it's good to see those two on the pitch together. And I feel like with the players that have just been named, I feel like come on, we're winning this. Come on. Haaland and Semenyo, Bernardo Silva and Rodri in midfield, Gay and Diaz at the back. There's experience of Diaz. The main conversation is Alanga and Gordon's pace against the lack of pace of Ruben Diaz. Ryan Aït-Nouri, Gay and Nunes in particular are very, very quick footballers. So there is still three reasonably speedy, one in particular in Nunes, who's going to be looking after Gordon. But Alanga is arguably the quickest player on the pitch today. Alanga is extremely quick, and he'll be going down Ryan Aït-Nouri's side. There is a question mark over what Newcastle are going to do because of what they did midweek. So their team is Pope, Trippier, Chow, Byrne and Hall are the back four. I'm going with a midfield three of Ramsey, Tonali and Willock, and a front three of Alanga, the electric tomato, Voltamada, and Gordon on the left. It could be what we saw in... They could fill... I mean, Voltamada's been played in midfield midweek, playing as the 10 behind Gordon. Could we see that? Could we see Gordon and Alanga up top, and it's more of a 4-4-2, with Voltamada dropping deep into midfield, and Gordon playing up top on his own, maybe with Alanga? Could be a 4-5-1, with Alanga dropping into midfield and being the right winger with Ramsey, Tonali and Voltamada in midfield and Willock. Because albeit he was in the 10, Voltamada is actually, for a big guy, he's a technically gifted player. He's very good on the ball. You know, he holds it up really well. Is that their antidote to Guimaraes and Joe Linton's absence? And then Gordon up top to kill us on the break. I think they're going to go more for a 4-3-3. That's my prediction. I think it's going to be a little bit more familiar, typical to Newcastle at least, what we've seen more recently over the course of pretty much since Eddie Howe's been there. It's been a 4-3-3. So it will be interesting to see. But if he throws in a spanner in the works and starts playing Gordon up top, then who knows what we're going to be going up against. Formation same as Sofscore. Is that mine? I can't remember what I go off, to be honest, I wait for the X, Twitter, and City Extra to update. And it's normally a list of players, and I have to work it out by myself. We rarely see formations nowadays. You know, when the teams get announced, it's normally a list of players, and they're never in order either. It's like Donnarumma, Marmoush, Gay, Semenyo, and then it's like Rodri. And it's like, where are they playing? Like, what? No, like, idea of what formation's actually going to be played. So I have to work it out. We'll see with Pep. It could be a 4-2-2-2. That's what it's probably going to be, off the ball at least, with Rodri. Bernardo dropping next to Rodri. But big up, Darks. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Business schemes. It's 4 a.m. here, hoping for a 4-1 City win tonight. 4 a.m, mate. Big up to you for watching. Have you had any luck since your date? I remembered, mate. You had your first date last week. Tell me. How's it gone? I'm curious. Any luck since? Bit of texting back and forth. Hope it's going well, mate. Hope it's going well. If not, tell her to do one. Plenty of fish. If it's going well, slap a ring on it. That's quite extreme advice there for you. Quite extreme. Techno Kid, big up to you, mate. Member for 3 months as well. And business schemes for 6 months, by the way. I appreciate you, mate. Can't believe it's been 3 months already. Prediction is 3-0 Newcastle. Haaland brace. No hat-trick. And a late Semenyo goal. Yeah. Marmoush, for me, is, you know, he's in the goals. They're already going red. It's really hot in here. Is the radiator on? It's not as well. Definitely going to... Speaking of tomatoes, those ears have gone already. It's like 12 degrees here in the UK, which is like absolutely roasting. It's 11 degrees right now. My lad is at the game today with my old man. So my son with his granddad at the game. And he has got a 100% win record at the Etihad. So keep that going, mate. Keep that going. Or you're not welcome home. I'm joking. Raymad, big up, mate. Thanks so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate the support, man. Really appreciate it. Good to see you, Hannah, as well. And Turkish Citizen. Good to see you. Good to see you. Insane as well. And Isa as well. Good to see you all. Players are on the way out. Good. I'm buzzing, man. Happy for you, mate. Happy for you. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, players are on the way out. There's Moonbeam and Moonchester. Looks like a full house tonight. No half-empty stadium like it was against Salford. We need that atmosphere today, man. We need it. See you at half-time, Andy. Have a good one, mate. Big up, Douglas. Good to see you, mate. One of these days, I'll get him on. We've spoke about it. I just don't want to expose him to, you know, the internet. And you're all so kind, and I'm sure you're all, you in the chat, obviously. But, you know, I protect my own. You know, I don't want... He's tougher than me, mentally. He'd take it on the chin. He wouldn't bother him at all if anyone started insulting him. I just don't want to see my dad getting shit on the internet. Do you know what I mean? That's it, really. That's about it. Good to see you, Christine. Harry is the typical City good luck charm. He is indeed. He is indeed. Mullet. Newcastle have travelled over 5,000 miles this week to play Qarabag. Has to have impacted them. Yeah, I never mentioned that in my preview, to be honest. And it's a valid point, mate. Thanks for the super chat, Mullet. Big up to you. Yeah. It's the travelling's one thing, 100%, but they are bringing a big scoreline with them. Plenty of confidence, you know, as a result of that 5,000-mile trip that they've done. I presume the Manchester trip's included in that. Excuse me. Joe Willock and Jacob Ramsey, they are like, you know, they are your mid-table. They're your squad players for Newcastle that are in the middle of their midfield, with Tonali in between them. There's no excuses really today, is there? I change it every time, Mark. It depends on how I'm feeling. I think when I was at when I lived with my parents, it was tea. And now I'm in my older age, I've gravitated towards dinner. I say, what are we having for dinner? What should we do for dinner? You know. But, yeah. Dinner or tea? I mix it up, mate, to be honest. It's like scone or scone. Scone is the one I go for. Because it's, you know, it's got an E at the end. So surely it has to. Surely. I'm nervous, man. I'm really nervous, man. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Got 1.4 watching. I always forget to say the K because there is not 1.4 of a human watching. For those asking, I spend in this channel because I believe in supporting good content. Jonny, don't talk bollocks. He research and bring facts. Big up, Darks, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, don't feel obliged to spend money on me. Definitely, but it's absolutely appreciated if you can. But I mean, by all means, like, you know, I'll try to speak to you as many as I can. And I appreciate the kind words as well, really do. Game is about to get underway, and Newcastle are clearly going to lump it forward down the left-hand side because there's a whole host of Newcastle players down here. And there you go. Ball lumped towards and then intercepted by Semenyo. Right, come on, City. I want to see a big performance. An early goal to settle the nerves. That would be nice. No. Oh, we've given it away. Intercepted by Rodri. Well played, lad. Yeah, so the 45-minute FC, that's... You know, I do wonder what Pep was... You know, what the solution was. Because he said, I know exactly why. I know exactly why we are struggling in the second half of games. The fact that he knows is great. I'm hoping it's not a bluff. And he's just telling everybody for the fact that it's like it's going to get fixed. But actually, he doesn't really know. I'm sure he does, but it is like, what could it possibly be? Beyond a psychological thing, if it's a tactical thing or an energy thing, what could that possibly mean? Gay getting caught on the ball there, lack of options too. Well, there was an option, but he didn't play it. He nearly got caught on the ball there, Mark Gay, but he wins a free kick instead. Appreciate that, Darks. Thank you, mate. And Curtis as well. Thank you very much. Did you see Vinny's response to Jose? Great stuff. I saw a short. I really appreciated what he said, to be honest. This whole, because I'm very much in that world of like everything's binary. Like if he held his hands up and said, "I've made a mistake and I've said sorry," then you know we should be like looking at like allowing people to make mistakes. And here we go, Ryan Aitnori, ball across, corner ball cleared by Chow. Yeah, very insightful, very intelligent outlook from Vincent Kompany as usual. You know. A non, you know, he didn't come in there with venom and hatred and like get him out of this football like Kelly. And I mean, it's disgusting he's been accused of. But anyway, I appreciated what Vinny said. Long story short, yeah, I agree with you. Ball in, cleared at the near post by Lewis Hall. I'm a big fan of Lewis Hall, by the way. I am a big fan of him. I think he's a really, really good player. I'm pretty sure he made his debut for Chelsea. Or at least some of his very early minutes for Chelsea at City. I remember it, and he played very, very well. Corner ball again. Good work from Bernardo Silva before that to win the ball off Big Dan Burn. Talk about David and Goliath. Goliath down. You look tired. Kaz Babes, come on City, make my hubby's 60th birthday. Happy birthday to your husband, Kaz. Hope he has a good one, and hope we win to celebrate. Happy birthday to him. Hope he has a good one. Bernardo Silva's in. Gordon back. Ball across. Another corner. 2 minutes in, and we've had 3 corners already. Scone is defo wrong. It's scone, like gone. Scone, like gone. Oh, mullet. I'm not. It's like scone, like phone. Should we have a fight about it? Whoever wins officially, it is that word forever, and we need to call the Oxford Dictionary. Ball up, fed up there to Haaland. It's over his head though. Interesting to see what Bernardo's position is in this game, but he's winning the ball aggressively, and Semenyu's broken down the wing. He cuts it across. That's a great ball by Semenyu. Cut back past Haaland, past Marmoush. Ryan Aït-Nouri's picked it up. Still with an opportunity, but that was a good ball, that, from Semenyu. Bernardo Silva's on fire at the minute. Well, 3 minutes in, and he's won the ball back brilliantly so far. He's giving it away. Don't know why I bother. He's sticking his leg in at Voltemada. Newcastle have got the ball back, they're hoping to settle now because it's been a frantic start. City looking intense in the press. Very, very good press from City. They found a bit of space here, though. And Tonali sends one down the line here for Tonali. Well, it's out of play. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off about Sky. Good to see you, Ryan. It's the electric tomato. That's what I call him. Volt Tomato. And he's got the ball. Let's not take the piss out of him, because he'll score. Remember last time we played Newcastle, I was nailing Harvey Barnes, wasn't I? Away when we were at St James's Park, I was having a right go at him. Saying, like, now he's Scottish now that they're in the World Cup and he's decided to be part of the squad. Anthony Gordon's bringing it down the line, though, on the right-hand side for City. But Ryan Aït-Nouri does brilliantly and wins it back. Mark Gay, bad ball that from Gay to Ryan Aït-Nouri, because he played it behind him, but he's won a throw-in. And Twatty Cash, Liam, I remember that. That's what I'm worried about, mate, because every time I open my gob, it causes a problem. We had Matty Cash, Harvey Barnes. I'm sure there's been others. Oh, I'm hot now. Ball across. Ruben Diaz awkwardly clears it, but Mark Gay gets rid of it properly. Semenyu picks that up brilliantly as well. Holds off. No, he doesn't. Good tackle that by Ramsey. On the halfway line now, Lewis Hall, closed down by Semenyu. Has to go back to Dan Burn. No press all of a sudden from City. That's because they're in that flat back four shape there. But as soon as the ball goes back to the keeper now, City are going to look to press in a minute when that pass goes out. That's not as good as it could be, to be honest, the press. But that's a bit better from Nico O'Reilly, forcing Trippier back, and they've got to go long. That's where we've got to win the ball. Free kick, though. Alanga brought down by Ryan Aït-Nouri. Big up Darks. 2-1 City win. Put fear of Sky Blue in the league. I hope it's more than that, because I'm thinking about goal difference. But you're right. Any win will do. Brilliant from Nunes again on Willock. Asking for a free kick. He's not going to get it. Looked like shoulder to shoulder for me, that. And it was shoulder to shoulder. He just got out-muscled. Goal kick. Great play from Nunes. He's one of the few players now that if I see a starting 11 in a big game and Nunes isn't in it, I'm worried. You know, because I think that's the one area of the pitch, Donnarumma, into Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz can send one down the line. Very, very direct here. Haaland against Dan Burn, and Haaland can't bring it under his spell. Gives away a throw-in. Not an easy one, to be fair, but standards are high, man. We need him to hold that ball as best as he can. Yeah, I'm worried about it, Hannah. Like the idea of him not playing, because he's played so much this season. You know, the most consistent players over the course of the season. Really, Donnarumma, for me, he's up there. Nunes, I think Haaland, with the even with the dip, you know, that puts him probably below the likes of Nunes and... That's a foul, referee! Dan Burn, yellow card. Get him in the book! Haaland's going to rinse him. It's this ref again. Who's this ref? I recognise his face. He's a new guy, isn't he? But Dan Burn getting out-muscled, out-paced by Haaland. He's holding... He can take his shirt after the game, mate, but fucking hell, man. Is he booked? Has he been booked? He better bloody have been booked. But Haaland winning. Yeah, yellow card already for Dan Burn. Good. He is, isn't he? Bloody brilliant. We absolutely do. At the minute, Rico Lewis, I'd put him third choice. I'd put Kusanov as the backup for Núñez. The issue for that is you just don't have that ability to go down the wing and get good crosses into the box from Kusanov. You might get the odd one, hard and low, everything. He's not an attacker, let's be fair. Kusanov's got no creativity. That's not his job. He's an out-and-out warrior of a defender. Ruben Diaz with a terrible switch ball there to absolutely nobody. Big up Jeff, looking handsome Jay. Núñez first goal. I appreciate you, mate. 20 to 30 minute mark. Yeah, I hope so, mate. Thanks, mate. I think I look ugly, mate, to be honest. Ears, big nose, goggly eyes, lanky streak of piss, a hunch. Yeah. But I appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much. Bernardo Silva tried to flick that ball on there, but Dan Burn's going to clear it. Half blocked by Haaland. And Marmoush does really well there. Don't blow for that, referee, because that's not a foul. Semenyo smashing his way through. Marmoush trying to pick up the loose pieces. Lewis Hall's going to prevent that. Does well there, Marmoush. Good pressing from Marmoush. Never a foul. Never a foul in a million years. Free kick to Newcastle right by their own corner flag. Bollocks from the linesman. That big up, Jeff, mate. Hope you're good. Ref is Tom Bramall. Good to see you, Kevin. Hope you're good, mate. Tom Bramall. I'm sure he's been involved in stuff this season. With us. Cheers, man. Yeah. Bro, Latios. It's the inverted. He just doesn't suit this system at all. Núñez is being employed as an out-and-out right-back. He's playing the traditional role of a right-back. No inverting, up and down the touchline, preventing transitions. Kyle Walker, in his heyday, effectively. Get down the wing on occasions and get some crosses in when you can. That's not Rico Lewis. When we played the inverted role and we had three staying at the back and he tucked into midfield alongside Rodri, Rico can do that. I still don't think it's his, I don't think I'd want to see it on the regular because I do think Rico Lewis, for me, is a squad player at best. But yeah, I agree with you in terms of not in this role anyway. Kusanov is back up for right back and centre back defensively. Yeah, he is at the minute. Ball trying to find Ryan Aït-Nouri's overhit. Nick Pope picks it up. 11 minutes gone. City look the better side so far, controlling the game somewhat. Getting the ball forward. Quite direct, must admit. We're winning it back aggressively. The press is really good. And this is hopefully going to intercept that. Is he Nico O'Reilly? No, he's not, but he's actually won it. He looked like he was going to intercept it, but he just ended up confusing Trippier and still won it anyway. But yeah, we're looking good. We're looking aggressive. We're looking like we really want these 3 points, man. And it's a good start so far. The intensity is being handled at the minute by Newcastle. But like Mullet said, they've been travelling a lot lately. A midweek game is going to do them no favours at all. So hopefully in the second half, City's intensity can continue and the pressure can continue and they struggle and eventually they cave. An early goal would be nice because, of course, first half FC is the concern, isn't it? 0-0 at half-time, having played well, would be a very concerning second half. Big up, Darks. Mate, your generosity is so kind, mate. Thank you so much, man. Still can't forget that pass from Kusa to Marmoush. You're talking about the one that was should have been a penalty. Absolutely. What a ball that was. And here he is, Marmoush, bursting forward. Give it. Brilliant. Into Nico O'Reilly. Hold the ball up. Nico O'Reilly! Yes! Wasn't sure if it went in, but Nico O'Reilly has drilled it past Pope, bottom corner. Big goal that. Deserved as well. We've been by far the better side. Intense pressing. Marmoush driving forward. Brilliant from Marmoush. Sees Nico O'Reilly, slots it into him, an easy 5-yard ball. Nico O'Reilly drills it, left foot, bottom corner, near post, past Pope. Haaland was even there for the overlap as well, man. Everything we deserve, to be honest, so far. It's been a good start. The ball winning has been fantastic, man. We've been constantly winning the ball back early, like barely allowing Newcastle into the game. It looked weird that when it went in. It didn't look like it went in. I wasn't sure if it was like side netting or not, the way it bounced around in the back of the net. It looked weird, but it is in the back of the net, and it is 1-0. Yeah, man. Give us a fucking break, Sarah. I swear, man, some of you are just like waiting. Like, you've already typed it out. You're just waiting to go send. The second it hits the back of the net. Let me sell. Oh, Newcastle are in. Why? I hate replays, man. Is he offside? He's offside. I hate replays. It's the most concerning thing ever, man. Like, when you just, like, you're celebrating and like, oh, that's an interesting replay. And then it suddenly comes back to live action and Donnarumma's like saving it, or like, oh, Newcastle are 1-on-1. Scares the shit out of me every time, man. Big goal that from Nico O'Reilly, man. And that's, you know, the guy knows where the back of the net is. What a player Nico O'Reilly's turning out to be. Big up, Darks. Was thinking on asking your thoughts on Nico in midfield. I questioned it, to be honest. I questioned, like, you know, because I've been thinking, oh, is he like, you know, because we're all we've been spoiled. Let's be fair about it. We've been spoiled as City fans. We think like Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Fernandinho, David Silva, and obviously these are different midfield roles that I'm talking about here. But you think about the standard of the player generally in terms of like whether their position is a 6 or an 8. Or Ruben Diaz again with a terrible ball, and we're in trouble here because Gordon's away. Mark Gay can't live with his pace. Gordon. Saved by Donnarumma. Ruben Diaz, mate. Sort it out. That's the second one. Can't happen again, man. Can't happen again. We've seen that ball fly out to no man's land before. That caused no problems. But that was a real problem that you caused there, Ruben Diaz. Come on, man. All of that hard work. 16 minutes of brilliant football from City so far. Off ball and on ball. And that one moment, Newcastle get a shot on goal. Can't afford that. But yeah, hang on a minute. They're in again. Good tackle by Ryan Aït-Nouri. He's brilliant. I don't know how he does it. He keeps winning the ball back from positions where it looks like you're only going to give a foul. City are on the break here. Marmoush just inside the penalty area. Shot! Saved by Pope. Rebound. And it's going to be collected by Pope. But the power, the venom behind that shot from Marmoush, if you put that to the side of Pope, then he's causing him a problem. But it went straight at him. Parries it. I did that the other night. Parried a shot. Sprained my wrist as well. Not playing football. Mullet before you start. You know what he's going to say immediately. Ball breaks here for Haaland. Haaland just smashes it into Marmoush, and Bernardo Silva was the attempted pass from Marmoush, but overhits it. Peer, big up, mate. Thank you so much for the donation again. I love this little relationship we have. It's very transactional, but I like it. If you have anything to say, mate, I'm all ears, man, because I'd love to hear your opinions. Big up, Peer, as always. Yeah, back to that, Darks, though. I do think it's like an interesting one because I really didn't think it was I thought at left back, yeah, it works. But he's gone from stride to stride, hasn't he, Nico O'Reilly? And it more suits this new-founded way of playing football with a more focus on physicality, a bit more direct, big players that are big, galloping players that, you know, are power-based footballers. Do you know what I mean? And Nico O'Reilly, it's not like he doesn't have the technicality, but he definitely has the physicality to his game compared to the likes of David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, for example, like compared to those two. Can Haaland win that? No, he can't. But Dan Burn is having a bit of a problem here with Haaland. As big as he is, he's bigger than Haaland, but he's struggling. Good feet, quick throwing. Here's Rodri. Cuts it back. And there's no one there, but it's cleared for our 712th corner in 18 minutes. I'm so glad Church got it as well, by the way, Pierre. Church got it. Of all the people to randomly give it to, YouTube knows, man. Handing it out. Good play again from City, looking for a second goal. Wouldn't be undeserving if we go and get it. We've got 1.9 thousand watching. Come on, we've got 539 likes. We can definitely do better than that, considering the amount watching. Hit the like button, people. Let's get to see if we can get to 700 before half time. That'd be great. Bernardo Silva dinks one back post. Pope comes out. An unconvincing punch that's going to go for corner number 713 for Manchester City. Big up Black Flux. How do you have your coffee? Milk? Sugar? Oh, it's broken here. Our two centre-backs have been poor on the ball. This time Mark Gay with a heavy touch. Fed into him by Nico O'Reilly, and now Newcastle are breaking on us. Alanga through the middle, and Ryan Aït-Nouri, brilliant again. He's given a corner away, but still. Mark Gay this time, not quite as, a silly mistake as Ruben Diaz was before, but it's not the first time Mark Gay got caught on the ball in the first couple of minutes and won a free kick. They've got to shore it up a little bit. They've got to shore it up. Them two at the back. And I've been going on about Mark Gay's pace, and I do think he's quick, but Anthony Gordon rinsed him then. He rinsed him. Corner ball to Newcastle. Come on, City, man. Big up, Phil. Keep it going, City. Absolutely, man. Keep the momentum going. The feel-good factor around the club right now. You can see it. It's been evident in this first 20 minutes, but a ball in! Donnarumma, did he touch it? Yes, he did. Didn't want to, but he did. I think he tried to con the ref there. Yeah, it took a little fingertip touch. It was going over anyway, and he knew it, and he just put his hand up and then tried to pull it away, but you're praying with it they don't score from that, because that was an avoidable corner to give away. Big up, Phil, mate. Thanks for the super chat, bud. Ball in, cleared at the near post, is it? No. Lewis Hall, deflected. 1-1. An avoidable corner. I literally just said that. If Donnarumma didn't touch that, it would have been a goal kick. Fuck, man. Scabby deflection as well. Like, such an avoidable goal. We've been the better side. We've been pressing really well. We've been good. We've been fine. It's just avoidable. Is there an offside in there? Is there an offside in there? Is his vision being blocked, Donnarumma? I think it would be harsh, but I'm asking in hope. It looks like it hits Ryan Aït-Nouri and deflects into the bottom corner. Nothing Donnarumma could do about that, but he could have definitely avoided the the timing, Belgian dude. The timing, mate. Terrible timing. Oh, mate. Big up to you, man. Appreciate the super chat, but yeah, we're no longer leading. Come on, man. We're better than them. We can still win this. Let's not panic. Just because we've conceded doesn't mean we shit the bed. Oh, Donnarumma, man. I don't think it's like... You can't even really put it down to a mistake because he's got to protect his goal. And as a goalkeeper, you run back and you'll be taught to wait till you feel the bar on the back of your hand. And he will have done that, realised, and then tried to pull it away at the last second, and he just clips his fingers. The only issue from my standpoint at the minute is the lack of clear-cut chances we've created. We've only really created the one clear-cut chance. But there's been so many nearly moments. Lots of good play in the final third, getting crosses in. Little ball to Bernardo Silva from Marmoush was overhit. Little things like that. But I've been most impressed by our pressing, actually, and our ability to win the ball back when Newcastle are trying to get out of their own half. We've been good. We've been good in that regard. Frustrating. Frustrating. Donnarumma tries to go long. Gets it wrong. He should be picking on Haaland, really, there. Oh. City've won it back, though. Marmoush trying to come forward with it. Still got it. Marmoush. Shots blocked by Lewis Hall. Can he win that header? No, not when Dan Burn's challenging you. Little Marmoush against Dan Burn. Bernardo Silva's picked up. The City team so far, they don't look like that's bothered them that much. They look at I'm looking at the body language. It looks assertive still. They still look positive. There's a zip about the way we are playing. I'm just looking at Ruben Diaz and Mark Gay so far. They're the only two that have filled me with anxiety in this game. The rest of them have looked composed, no mistakes. But it's those two centre-backs. Both of them. Ruben Diaz a little worse than Mark Gay in terms of the errors and the severity of those errors. But yeah, both of them need to shore it up a little bit. Because, I mean, that Newcastle flurry came from our corner where Mark Gay couldn't hold onto Nico O'Reilly's little ball into him. And after that, Newcastle came forward. They got a corner, it was cleared, and then a shot comes in, Donnarumma clips it, another corner comes in. And it all came from the other end of the pitch where we were in control. So keep it going, lads. I'm still convinced we are feeling positive. Let's keep going. Haaland cuts it back. Nico O'Reilly. 2-1! Let's go! I told you! I told you! I told you! You do not rattle this team! Let's go! 2-1! Bounce back! Immediately! Respond! That's how you do it! Nico O'Reilly, what a baller he is! 2-1! Piss off! It's 2-1! Big up, John. We look sharp. We will score again. You absolutely are correct. I wish I'd put that on the board before we did. Because you're with me, mate. You're watching the same game I'm watching. He's onside. Good ball from Semenyo. Haaland. A delightful right foot cross. Lofted into the air. Nico O'Reilly. I'm questioning whether he meant to put it in that corner. I think he did. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. Let's have another look. Because I thought it might be a little bit of a 50p head. No, I knew exactly what he was doing. It's a brilliant header. Back across where the cross came from, that post, going back across Nick Pope into the bottom corner. Instant response from Manchester City. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Really is, man. Buzzing. Buzzing. That's how you respond, man. Love it. Love it. I will love it if we beat them. Love it. Kevin Keegan. I am Keegan in it. I am Keeganing this right now. But we need to get a third because clearly this game cannot become a basketball match. We need to enact some control now. Offside, that'll do. Slow it down now. Slow it down. 27 minutes gone. Let's take it easy. Nico Otore. Nico. Nico, Nico. Nico, Nico. I need to burp. Nico O'Reilly. There we go. Got it out. Oh, Semenyo, lad. Sloppy. Go on, smash him, Mark Gay. Well done. You didn't even need to smash him. You just calmly passed it instead. But Semenyo, that's the issue. That's the only enemy in this game is us. You know, hold on to that ball. Don't give it away because Newcastle are clearly here for the transitions. Oh, that's a foul. Nunes has gone down. He's holding his calf. He's back on his feet, though. Tom Bramall, the referee, has given a free kick. That's a response, that wasn't it? That was a response. Nico O'Reilly, and I mean, if you weren't talking about him, most rivals don't talk about Nico O'Reilly because, you know, they don't. The silence is deafening when it comes to Nico O'Reilly. The fact that he's not spoken about. But yeah, don't worry, he's in the England squad. Nothing to worry about there. And they wonder why he's popping up. You know, he keeps playing for this Manchester City side for a reason. For a reason. He is an absolute baller. 2 goals for Nico O'Reilly. 1 with his head, 1 with his left foot. He's on a hat-trick. Give it to him on his right foot. I want the perfect hat-trick for Nico O'Reilly. Brilliant from him so far, but work to do. Newcastle on the attack. Ball switched here aggressively as well. Ramsey. Nunes gets out to him. He's into the penalty area. Cuts it back post. Not one of these games, man. We don't want one of these games. We've conceded. That'll do. Donnarumma collects. That will do for conceding now. I don't want it to become 2-2 quickly because this will turn into chaos. It will become chaos. And who was it saying 5-2? We could be looking at that. I really don't want that sort of game. Can't deal with it. I need a third and then just chill. Hold the ball properly. Consider that midfield, but Marmoush has not held on to that. Rodri's ball wasn't great to him, to be honest. He didn't give him much of a chance. Gordon into Donnarumma, who saves. Big up Vasco. That's what I want to see. A quick response and keep attacking. Now we've got to keep patient and have the mentality, have the ball and go for more goals. 100% Vasco. And it really was a good response. It didn't even give you time to be negative. Do you know what I mean? I know you were ready, man. You were ready. You were like, this fucking team, Pep. Everything was ready. You had the guns were loaded. The Vasco guns were loaded. Ready to go, pa, 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 with negativity. But immediately, we responded. Big up Vasco, mate. I hope you're good, man. Darks again, my score is up. Now make me wrong. Score more, City. Yeah, that'll be nice. I like the simplicity of that. Score more. Lovely. Is that Tonali who's injured? That'll do. Not to celebrate someone's mishap. Ah. Poor Tonali. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest about it. And Donnarumma's come out, of course. As Ryan knows, his partner. But yeah, looks like a knee could be going off here. Tonali, which is like the only starting midfielder that they've fielded in this game. So they could be with 3 midfielders now. I'm not even sure who they're going to bring on. They might have to make some changes here. But that's a big blow. That's a big blow. That's what she said. Cade. Haaland's passing, crossing is very underrated for what everyone thinks about what Haaland does on the pitch. This isn't the first time he's done this. 100%. I remember, which game was it? When he played a ball through to Marmoush. It was only a couple of games ago. I can't remember which game it was. It might have been Fulham. Might have been Liverpool away. I can't remember. Was it even Marmoush who was passed to? I can't remember. But I remember a through ball in the last 2 or 3 games from Haaland that was like, what? That was like De Bruyne level, like, vision. Like, I don't know how he fed it between this, like, avenue of defenders that just, like, perfect. And I swear it was with his right foot as well. This cross with his right foot. Brilliant ball as well, because it was that inviting, loopy sort of like, go on, run at that. You can pick the flight of it nice and early, you know, as you're an attacker bursting into the box, you can read the flight of those loopy ones. As long as they're away from the keeper, they're good, because the loopy ones that are near keepers, they're easy for keepers, aren't they? Clear it, Diaz, clear it. Well done. He's filling me with nerves, Diaz. He is. He's filling me with nerves. He's not filled me with confidence, put it that way. But he's cleared that. Good header from Haaland. Bernardo Silva couldn't pick it up, though. Someone else has gone down here for Newcastle as well. Is that Chow? I can't tell who it is. But he's holding his face. Big up, Cade. Thanks for the super chat, mate. And Pear, hat-trick for Nico. Come on, Pear. And come on, Nico. Imagine a Nico O'Reilly hat-trick. Haaland's still not got a hat-trick this season, has he? Has anyone scored a hat-trick for City this season? I don't think we've got a... has anyone scored a hat... Who's scored a hat-trick at all this season? Has anyone scored... Name me the players in the chat who have scored hat-tricks in the Premier League this season. I don't think there's been that many. I can't think of any. And the ones that have, I bet like they were from like 2 penalties and things like that. Like, is that right, Turkish citizen? He actually has 6 assists as in the top 3. Yeah, he is. I remember he's high in the assist charts as well, isn't he? It'd be nice to get, not the game 1, first of all. I don't want to introduce Foden to this right now. But Foden is 1 goal away from his 100th goal involvement, which would be nice for him to get. Big up, Ryan. Thank you, mate. Oh, yeah, yeah. It was first half hat-trick as well, wasn't it? Did Eze versus Spurs? Yeah. I remember, that's the one I was thinking of. Like, I'm sure someone got one recently. Did Thiago get one? I don't remember that. Did Pedro Neto get one? Again, I don't remember that. I swear there used to be more hat-tricks than there are happening nowadays. Long ball has been somewhat dealt with. Haaland, there you go. Have that. Booted clear by Erling Haaland. Absolute cannonball left foot. Not really. It's not really we are in the sense of we are the better team, but I wouldn't say we're controlling it. Like, we're not... I imagine we've got a higher percentage of the ball in terms of possession, but it doesn't feel like we're going for control. There's very little side-to-side passes here. We're going quite direct here. We are getting it forward reasonably early and effectively. Look at that. Mark Gay dinks one straight over the top here. Marmoush, is he onside? He is. No flag at the minute. Cuts the ball across. Nico O'Reilly's put it wide. Has the flag gone up because that was an opportunity for a Nico O'Reilly hat-trick at the back post? Marmoush looks like he's overhit it slightly. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Marmoush was well offside, in all honesty. I'm surprised the linesman didn't flag a little earlier. But the ball across there to Nico O'Reilly was just slightly overhit. Could have been a Nico O'Reilly first half hat-trick. Wouldn't have counted though. But anyway, Haaland assist to Omar in the FA Cup versus Bournemouth. Says Darks. Appreciate the super chat, mate. Trying to remember which game. Was that last season? Trying to remember the goal you're talking about. Because we haven't played Bournemouth in the FA Cup this season, have we? No, we haven't. We've had Exeter and Salford. And now we've got Newcastle for the 75th time this season. Why do we always have that? Every year we face a team like 600 times. There's just no need. Newcastle, 5 times we're going to play them in one season. That's mental. Cheers, Ian. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Rivals always complain about us signing players, but consistently, some of our best players are academy products. What a player Nico O'Reilly is. Absolutely, mate. 100%. The academy's fantastic, mate. And it's not going to be 11 academy players, is it? I mean, which team has 11 academy players? But the products that we do produce are really good. Semenyo, ball across. Pope collects. But yeah, Nico O'Reilly looks another level to Rico, for example. Ball down the line here. It's 2-on-2. How easy was that? Ball across. Ruben Diaz has got to get there. He doesn't. Anthony Gordon, he's been forced away from goal. They've slowed it down. City get some numbers back. Shot comes in. Donnarumma collects. But that's the ease of that simple ball down the line there. And in 2-on-2. Alanga and Gordon versus Gay and Diaz. I would be thinking about Kasanov, Pep. I really would. If we get a third before half-time, I would be thinking about Kasanov. because he comes on with a cushion. He can come on with a bit of, we're 3-1 up. I don't need to panic. And all I need to do is just make sure I've got my running boots on for this race that I'm about to have in the second half against Elanga or Gordon. Probably Gordon, considering that's his side. But we're getting done there. A bit too easy for that. The warnings are there. Newcastle are still... And they had these warnings in the second leg, don't forget. When we went 1-0 up in that second leg of the Carabao Cup, they had chances at 1-0. And it was Trafford who pulled off a really good save. And Visa, I'm sure he missed a sitter. And Elanga came on and missed a sitter in the second half as well. Nunes ball across, overhits it, but looking for Marmoush. I think we're going to get that though. Ryan Aitnori's picked it up. Cushions it back to Bernardo Silva. Rodri says, give me that ball. Give me that ball. Cross comes in. Awkward clearance from Dan Burn, who's not having a great game. Good play from Nunes. City throwing. Oh. We need a third, don't we? We need a third. Big up Darks. Kasanov needs to play after half-time. No questions. I'd be thinking about that. I think we need a third, though, to give him that... To give Pep the confidence, because I don't think Pep trusts him yet because of the catalogue of evidence of Ruben Diaz and his experience. Great touch that from Mark Gay. Brilliant touch. Because Elanga was on him then. He was sniffing around. Any bad touch there from Gay when we were in trouble. Nico O'Reilly. Ball in. Haaland. Oh, and he's missed it. Well, he just sort of hit him awkwardly. Oh, Anthony Gordon's doing him. And Ruben Diaz has brought him down. That's got to be a yellow, that, isn't it? It's got to be a yellow. But Ruben Diaz is already struggling. All the more reason to get on Kasanov in the second half. All the more reason. Because he's having a tough time against Anthony Gordon. He's getting rinsed. And he just got rinsed again. Puts his arm across him. Stonewall yellow card. We can't get him sent off. So... keep him on them. Get Maya Jama alongside him at centre-back. Get Gay off and put her alongside him. And the crowd goes wild. Yeah, free kick to defend. 4 minutes till half-time there or thereabouts. Tonali seems fine, by the way. He seems like he's riding it out. But, again, something to defend here. Ball in's a good one. 2-2. Offside flag goes up, but does it? Ruben Diaz again getting caught. Is that going to be ruled out? Is it? It's Dan Burn who would get the goal if it counts. He looks offside to me. He looks offside, but fucking hell. You got Pep. I mean... I said in my preview, Kasanov is the one you want for this, for pace, and not that I know more than Pep, but Pep has obviously chosen Ruben Diaz for the first half, and I mean, I'm still quite confident that I was right, that he's offside. He's offside. It doesn't count, but fuck me, we are living dangerously. I don't think Diaz is bad. It's just slow versus Newcastle. Yeah, I agree. In fact, Ruben Diaz has actually partially redeemed himself a little bit there, because I think he just pushed... Dan Burn offside. Ball comes in and Dan Burn's waiting for the cross to come in, and then Ruben Diaz just gives him a little push, a little one, and pushes him into an offside position, and then when it hits Dan Burn's head, ruled out. But this game is so far from done. So far from done. We absolutely need a third. We can't be living as dangerously as this in the second half. Bit of a blind ball there, and look at Voltemada. Look what he's doing now. He's in the 6. Hold that ball. Hold that ball. Just keep the ball. Get to half time. Just get to half time. But yeah, look at Voltemada in that midfield. Like I said, he is doing it, and I saw him pull when it went to 2-1. He pulled over Voltemada. Eddie Howe pulled him over. And again, ball down the line. Elanga's pace. Gay slowed him down. Edge of the area. Gordon. Get out, Donnarumma. Well done, lad. Well done. Come on, man. What are you saying, chat? Do you think Kusanov on? Diaz off? The yellow card as well. That makes it so much worse. Well done, Ruben Diaz, for pushing Dan Burn offside. Really important. Semenyu's in! Semenu! Oh, why are you not running with that ball? He sent Marmoush wide. The chance is gone. We've still got an opportunity to create something, but why is he trying to find... Just keep going, mate. Semenu there. Real opportunity to drive forward with it. And arguably does the unselfish thing in looking for Marmoush. Gets it wrong, though. The pass to him was massively overhit. A third goal before half-time would be a killer blow, man, for Newcastle. And I think it would deflate them. But they are very much in this game at the minute. They've already had the ball in the back of the net, ruled out offside. So living dangerously a little bit with these fast breaks that Newcastle have got, man. We've got to be so careful, man. Haaland. Right foot. Oh, he's put it wide. Long way out, in fairness to him. Took forever. That shot was so slow. It was like left his foot and he was like... Wide. Do you know what I mean? How slow. I don't know how Pope didn't get a hand to it, man. Or at least like walk over there and pick it up. Why? That's such a slow shot. And it wasn't far away from finding the bottom corner either. Big up Darks again, mate. Unbelievable kindness. Such generosity, mate. Semenu seems under orders to pass. Not first time. Yeah, he's playing a bit deeper. He's playing in that role that I didn't like him playing in last time I saw him play in this role, where he's sort of like a little bit on the right, a little bit inverted, but deeper. Like, you know, playing as almost as a right-sided 10, with Nico O'Reilly as the left-sided 10, and Marmoush and Haaland further ahead of them. I think Semenu suits either being out wide and staying wide, or up top. You know, genuine, a proper forward, like a number 9. Rodri won that. Oh, Tonali, he's laid it in. Ball through here. Massively overhit. Getting out, that was a bad ball, man. Alanga was as free as a bird then down the right wing. Completely mishit it there. I think it was Willock. Bernardo Silva's having a great game, by the way. On the quiet here, he's everywhere, man. He's winning balls and just keeping it simple, you know. And when you're 2-1 up, that's exactly what you need. Rodri's not far behind him in terms of the performance. Those two, again, playing well. Nico O'Reilly's getting all the headlines, and rightly so. Would like to see a bit more from Semenu, but he's winning the ball back. He's done it again right now as I'm speaking. Winning it back early, which is great to see. Good ball, that, from Ruben Diaz. Left foot into Nico O'Reilly, who holds it up brilliantly. Gets Ryan Aït-Nouri into the play. City can come forward. Ryan Aït-Nouri, little dinky ball. He's... Gets it wrong. Cleared. And Bernardo Silva picks up the loose pieces. Yeah, I want to keep him on. I don't want to get him off. There's only one change I'd make, man. Would be Diaz. And that's more for the yellow card now. But here's Marmoush. Shot! Oh! 5 minutes of injury time, by the way. Should have mentioned that. We're 2.5 minutes into it already, but there's another 2.5 to go. Oh, and he's dragged it wide. That poor steward. Taking a ball right to the knee. It looked closer from the original TV angle, but it was actually a good 4 or 5 yards wide. But the warning shots have been fired. What is Pep going to say and do at half-time? Because this is arguably one of the most important half-time team talks of the season he's going to give. You know, because you can't send them out with nervous, thinking about Newcastle, what damage they can do. Because this performance from City so far has been a really good, positive one. The quality's not been as good, but the intensity has been there. The attitudes have been really good. The press has been really good. Our ability to win the ball back in dangerous areas has been really, really good as well. It's just when Newcastle get that opportunity, offside again, I'd be tearing my hair out if I was a Newcastle fan, because they are getting in some serious opportunities here. And just lazy football. Good line from City. From our point of view, it's a good defensive line. Ruben Dias pushed up there, and he's put Ramsey into an offside position. But there's that meathead linesman. I think my missus fancies him. I think that's the linesman that my missus fancies. Bellend. Cherky coming on. Not at the minute. No, I wouldn't bring him on. I don't think there's any need for him right now. Win that. Diaz clears it. I like the idea of Cherky, but good ball. Good ball. It's a 3-on-2. Let's finish him. Marmouche. Oh, still got it. Marmouche. Saved by Pope. Well, who else? Don't know why I needed to say Pope. He's the only goalkeeper in for Newcastle, but that was a massive opportunity. I'm thinking that as well. I need to see it again. And the camera's focusing on Willock. Don't know why. But yeah, big chances these, Marco, aren't they? Half time. Big chances. Big chances. They're the biggest chances we've had all game, really. We had the Semenyo where he should have ran with it rather than passed to Marmouche. That was a real opportunity for Marmouche. Shots on the edge of the area from Haaland that was just wide. Marmouche was a bit further wide. But we deserve to be in the lead. But there's a reason for concern there. Newcastle are a threat, and I'm not surprised. But this is a game that is on a not a knife edge, but it's like there's concern there. What Pep says now at half time is huge for this season. Any changes that he makes, is he going to send Ruben Diaz out with a yellow card to defend and run back as often as he has to? He's already had to run back so often in this first half. You're hoping, like Mullet said at the beginning, the minutes are going to play a part for Newcastle, and they aren't able to hit us on the transitions as well as or as well as they should have done, because I feel like they actually had more opportunities than they took advantage of in that first half, because they kept finding themselves offside. Newcastle, I swear they had about 4 or 5 offsides in stupid moments where you'd be tearing your hair out if you were a Newcastle fan, because it was like simple, and they could really hurt us if they kept the line and stayed onside. And we got away with it. And Diaz pushing Dan Burn for another offside. And that could have easily been 2-2. Easily been 2-2. Oh, I agree, mate. Hit the like button, everybody. But I did say 700 likes before half-time. But big up to you that have hit the like button. If you haven't done so, please do so. And if you're not going to hit the like button, then go fuck yourself. No, other than that, yeah. I appreciate you. Bag Juice, AK45, in for Diaz. Yeah, I agree. It was a little bit rash of me to say it so early, because I don't I don't agree with like one mistake is get him off. I don't think it works like that. But when it's like multiple mistakes and the pattern of play, so that's one, you're making mistakes. The second point is the pattern of play, you are suffering. You are having a tough time against, whether it's Elanga, rarely, because he's gone down Gay's side, but Gordon in particular has torn Diaz a new arsehole on multiple occasions in that first half. And then he's on a yellow card. So to continue to put Diaz through that tough task of looking after Gordon while on a yellow card is almost cruel on Ruben Diaz. So I think Pep needs to just pull him off and give him take him out of the limelight. Get Kusanov in there, and Kusanov, don't get it twisted, man. This guy's like, his positioning, his intelligence, he sniffs danger, so he might not have to turn and go shoulder to shoulder with Gordon, because he often positions himself in parts of the pitch where he just gets his body in the way. You know, he doesn't need to run that much because his body's in the way. And once you've slowed down Gordon, you've killed him. You've killed his game. Like, he depends on grass being in front of him. But if you're in the way of him, man, you can't do much about it. And Kasanov is so good at that. How many times have we seen Kasanov in that little 10-game spell that we've seen while Vardiol and Diaz have been out, where we've seen Kasanov just letting the ball roll out of play without touching it, doesn't go down as a tackle, doesn't go down as anything. It's just brilliant from Kasanov. We've seen Nunes do it, and the players with pace can do that because they can get into the positions where they put themselves between the attacker and the ball. And it makes life very easy for you as a defender if you've got the athleticism to do that. Diaz does not have that, and we're requiring athleticism from our defenders in this game. And Gay, who isn't slow, he's quicker than Diaz, but he got rinsed by Gordon as well. So he's a clear problem, Anthony Gordon, and Pep needs to do something about that. And if we can stifle their transitions, stop them being as... Because they weren't as dangerous as they should have been, in fairness. Newcastle should be frustrated at how they enacted their transitions in that first half, because they had more opportunities to be more dangerous than they actually were in the end. You know, with wasteful passes being overhit, Willock sending it straight through to Donnarumma, offside after offside, you know. They might not continue to be as wasteful in the second half. They are going to come out and be better and probably have a more precise approach to their transitions. And you're going to ask Ruben Diaz on a yellow card to try and protect against that? I think it's risky business, man. It's risky business. It really is. But yeah, Marmoush is a killer, same as Erling. One will click, just chill. I hope you're right, mate, because I think Marmoush has played all right. I think the finishing is the concern. That one really was what we're talking about, where it was a bit of a tame effort. You know, he did the hard work. He was a good run. He was found by Semenyo. He was in. I think it was Rodri actually who sent him in. He came inside Chow. He rode a tackle. Chow, I think, got a touch to it, but he kept going, Marmoush. It bobbled off him. And then it breaks, and it's like, just put it in the bottom corner, mate. And it's straight at Pope. But yeah, Marmoush has been all right. He's been all right. I think Haaland's hold-up play has been very good. Got himself an assist. Haaland's been good. Like, there's a couple of moments where he's been challenging Dan Burn. He's got Dan Burn on a yellow card. So while we're talking about the panic at the other end of the pitch of Ruben Diaz being on a yellow card, they've got Dan Burn on a yellow card. So put him through the paces, man. Let's test him out. Let's get him on a red. Let's get him sent off, man. Let's wind him up. Same with Ruben Diaz at the other end. Can they afford to take off Dan Burn? You know, what have they got? What are their options? I can't remember what their options are. Pretty sure they're not as good as option as Kasanov. They've got... Who can they do? They're limited. They're pretty limited, aren't they? Let's be fair about it. Big up, Paul. Thanks for the support, mate. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it, man. Look at that, man. Community. It's all about it, man. He's been brilliant, hasn't he, Renegade? He's been brilliant. It's not just the goals, actually. His overall play has been good as well. I mean, Marmoush nearly set him up for a hat-trick, but he was offside, wasn't he? I'm glad we didn't shit the bed at 1-1. I'm so glad about that. I think that's the best thing about that half. We played well. Our press was so good. We were winning the ball back really early. But the most impressive thing, and you'll know this if you're a City fan, I imagine rivals and people who watch us like occasionally and most of the time on highlights, they won't appreciate the fact that we responded immediately having conceded a goal. Because the tendency for Manchester City in recent times, going all the way back to last season, was concede a goal, then concede another. Or at least struggle and have to weather a storm. But we didn't look rattled. We didn't look like it disturbed us in any ways. We carried on playing with this positive football, aggressive, positive football. And we got our goal back immediately, like within minutes, man. Like, I mean, it was only going to be minutes, wasn't it, to be fair? But do you know what I mean? It was quick and effective. So really pleased with that. That's a real standout performance, a standout moment in what, you know, going into a title race, you need exactly that, man. You need exactly that, where you've got the mentality to not collapse. You know, like conceding one against Wolves and then conceding another while you're in the middle of time wasting. against bottom of the league. You know, that sort of shit. That's the sort of stuff that you don't want to do in a title race. What not to do by Arsenal. It's a book, that, written by Mikel Arteta. How to Bottle It by Mikel Arteta. Sorry, James. Or Adam, rather. Or Adam James. I did the clock. Piss off. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm that bad at my job now that I think you're right, even though I've done it. I'm just assuming that I've done it wrong, but I've already done it. I'm so nervous, man. I don't. It's got to be the finger, though, hasn't it? Montgomery 69. I don't think it would be the right game for him. I think he's the sort of player that would be more suited for a low block, more suited for a game where it's a bit more side to side. But this is an open game, quite transitional. Both sides are going reasonably direct. That doesn't suit Cherky. That's not his game, man. He's not he can carry the ball, but he's not explosive with his pace, is he? You know, that's not really his game. But you know, if it goes 2-2, and then Newcastle camp on the edge of their box, then yeah, Cherky, get him on 100%. But the moments of this game right now, I don't think anyone other than Kusanov should be coming onto this pitch. I think we should leave it as it is, bar Ruben Diaz, and most of that is because he's on a yellow card. It's Savio's game. That's not a terrible shout, to be fair, because he can carry the ball. It's just his ability in the final third, man. There's so little evidence of, you know, convincing. Finishing is atrocious. Like, he's one of the worst guys when he's like got a golden opportunity. So wasteful. Assists aren't bad. He's quite creative. He's got a good cross. I still believe that we could turn Savinho into a player that we're pleased with, not someone who we're happy to sell to Spurs, you know, and annoyed that we didn't accept a bid for him. Because he is that player right now, and I don't know why we didn't accept it. But obviously the club know better, Pep knows better. There are things about Savinho that I've seen that is like, yeah, there's something there. But it's just like, when he gets into these moments, it's just, he's put it wide, or he's smashed it over the bar. Like, he's so wasteful. So he needs to up his game. But in terms of carrying the ball, yeah, he's really good at that. And he's a good impact player as well. Subs is good. But yeah, right, I'm going for a pee. I will be back in uno momento. But the ear is hot, man, isn't it? Someone asking, why is your ear red? It's blood. It's called blood. It goes through my body and it goes all to my ears. It's when I get flustered. It's normally when I'm a bit stressed. So if City aren't in control of the game, and it's when it's hot as well. But yeah, definitely when I'm like stressed, my ears go red. It's a bad giveaway, that, innit? Be a terrible poker player. Do you know what I mean? Like, sat there, like, with bright red ears. Like, right, we know what he's doing. You know what I mean? I can't even play poker, so I don't even know the reference. But anyway, right. I do like Cherky, by the way. I want it to be known as Cherky. I'm a big fan of Cherky. Whoever it is that came up with Cherky, that's a good name. Make sure you hit that like button. Seen this here? Seen it? Look at that. Why is it just one? Why? Players coming out for the second half. God, my shoulder's killing me, man. Kassanov coming on. He actually is. That's what we do, Pep. Well played, Pep. That's right. It's the other ear, isn't it, Cindy? That one's fine. This one's beetroot. I wonder what it is. Especially the weirdness of going to one side of my body. It's weird. Right, second half underway. That was quick, that, wasn't it? That half time. It wasn't. It was 15 minutes like they all are, but it felt quick. All the blood goes that way. Like my right bollock is significantly bigger than my left bollock. And it goes more red. But anyway, ball down the line here for Elanga. City got some early defending to do. Trippier. Come on, man. I can't pretend I'm not gutted that Tonali hasn't left the pitch. I don't wish him ill for, you know. Kassanov has just absolutely smashed Voltemada. Welcome to the game. And Haaland with a heavy touch. Keep it, lad. He's kept it, though. Semenyo, oh, man, the pass of a wardrobe. Absolutely smashed it. I don't know who he's throwing his arms at there. I presume himself. But Kassanov has just absolutely nailed the electric tomato. He's got it, though. Tomato out to... I'm going to stop calling him Tomato because he's going to score. Ramsey. Hall. Ball across. Asking for handball, but no way, because Nunez was tucking his arms in. He couldn't do anything about that. Absolutely no chance of a penalty. But they've still got an opportunity here, Newcastle. Hall. Voltemada. Chow. Working their way back to the halfway line. But City under a bit of pressure here. Is the one aimed at the screen we are... I know, as well. Like, why couldn't it be that side? None of you would be like, oh, where's your ear red? I don't know. No. But Newcastle are already showing a real sign of belief. Nico O'Reilly thumps it clear with his right foot. Only gets it to the halfway line, though. Dan Burn down the line gets it wrong, though. Good ball, that, from Nunez into Bernardo Silva. He's got space in front of him, but doesn't trust himself to run with it because he hasn't got the pace. But he keeps hold of it, though. Sideways rather than forwards, but wins a free kick in the process. Good. Good. And referee books him. Willock getting a yellow card. Thought that was a bit harsh, to be honest. But I'll take it. Another Newcastle player on a yellow card. Points dropped from half-time leads in the Premier League this season. City with 11. The second worst in the league behind West Ham. Semenyo giving it away. He needs to up his game, man. He's not having a good game at the minute, Semenyo. I think the one thing that he's doing well is winning it back. But when he gets it, he's not doing anything good with it. You know, every time he's giving it away. But his ball-winning ability is keeping him on the pitch at the minute for me. But if I'm Pep, I'm thinking about alternative options at the minute. Because when we get the ball, he's wasting it, man. And again, he's played in... The last time he played in this position, I thought he dropped a stinker. And he's playing in that position again. It doesn't suit him. It's not... He's playing in like a right-sided 10. And he needs to be out wide or up front, not in this drifting role where, you know, he's not a pocket player. Giving the ball away again, Semenyo. Come on. Come on. Up your game, lad. Or get him off, one or the other, man, because you can't keep doing this. That was so sloppy, that. It was such a shit touch. Bernardo Silva has brought Ramsey down. Gets himself a yellow card. I mean, if Willock was a yellow card, I'm pretty sure that was a yellow card, to be fair. But we need to sort this out. We need to sort this out. Big up to all of you that have hit the like button. We've got 1,000 likes already, which is brilliant. So thank you so much for hitting that like button. Continue to do so if you can, because it's a big help. Savio on. I'm looking at the options for that role, you know, because for this job that Semenyu's doing. Gay wins that, and Bernardo Silva clears it. Savio's not a bad shout. It's just the fact that, is this the game for him? I mean, the three options really are Foden, Cherki, and Savinho. Now, in terms of like what Cherki can do and Foden can do, like evidence-wise that we've got, yeah, the Bernardo Silva's got to be careful there, man. He's got to be careful there. He's just absolutely thrown himself at Dan Burn. It is a weak one, and he's just gone shoulder to chest, really. But zero intentions of winning the ball there, though. He's got to be careful, Bernardo. Got players everywhere, really, on yellows now. We've got Dan Burn, Willock, Bernardo Silva. Sure, there was another one. Sure, there's another one in there. Reinders is a shout, Ryan, but the issue is, you know, I don't know. Let him run free, too restricted in that position, says Darks. Semenyo, you mean? Yeah. It's not even... It's the basics that are causing me a concern. It's like your first touch, a 10-yard pass. Like, it's not like... I want to give him an excuse. I want to blame the position and the role is difficult for him. But there are things that are just like, you know, this is the fundamentals of football, man. You're like, your first touch, and like, you're just getting it wrong. Free kick for Newcastle. Lewis Hall! Wide. I think wide. Yeah, bloody hell. I don't trust my eyes anymore. Because that Nico O'Reilly first shot, that goal in the first half, I couldn't tell whether that had gone in. It was a weird one. But side netting this time, still 2-1. Bruno Silva. Donnarumma. I would say playing out from the back, but he's just lumped it forward. Dan Burn wins it. Rodri strong on Willock's back. Really strong from Rodri. Good turn by Nico. Keep going, lad. Keep going. Oh, he's just overran it. Win that. Calm, Nunes. Calm. Calma. Is that on? Is he onside? I think the linesman wants to flag him here, but Marmouche has got it into the area. Edge of the area is Semenyo. Oh, and he's good ball by Rodri. Back to Marmouche. Nice and quick. Keeps the ball alive. Marmouche just skews it horribly over the bar. Semenyu's not. That ball from Marmouche was a good one to Semenyo, but his touch, again, lets himself down. You could see what he was trying to do there. Semenyo, he was trying to like make it look like I'm going to hit this first time, but instead take a little touch, get it past the on-rushing defender to get a better opportunity. But the defender read it. I think it was Chow, completely read it and had it taken off him again. But neither Marmouche or Semenyo are filling me with confidence at the minute. And I mean, out of the three, Marmouche, Haaland and Semenyo, in terms of hold-up play and creativity, Haaland's the one who's doing the business at the minute. But Rodri against Voltemada, he's not won that battle. Ball out here to Lewis Hall. Cross is going to come in. He's overhit it. Could keep it alive here, Elanga. Is he? No. Throw in to City. But we're living a bit dangerously here in terms of like Newcastle are still able to get forward at will. And when we are as well, though, that's the good news about this game, is we're able to get forward at will. It's just such a tight game. Do we want it? Here's Semenyo driving forward. Go on, lad. Go on. Finish the fucking game off. Oh, and he smashed it about 700 yards over the bar, man. What a stinking performance this is, man. Like, what are we watching here from Semenyo? Fucking hell. A great run. Let's give him credit. Good turn. Good control. Turns Lewis Hall, then drives forward. A little attempted foul there by Jacob Ramsey. He rides that, cuts it inside onto his left foot, and then he smashes it like way over the bar. That was bad finish, man. He's not having a good game, is he? I hope not, mate. I'm not seeing nervousness. That's what I'm not seeing. It's not nerves. It's just a bit of quality would be nice. Just a bit of finesse. Just chill, calm. Like, it's intense, but asking players like Marmoush and Semenyo to be calm, they're not calm players. They require the intensity. They are those. Do you remember when we first saw these three players all starting? The word I chose to use when describing Haaland, Semenyo, and Marmoush as a three was wooden. Very wooden. There's no like composure. There's no control that ball and just relax. That David Silva body language. I mean, who's got his body language? But do you know what I mean? That ability to just make the defender stop and look and think he knows what he's doing. He's got technical ability that makes me not want to lunge in. But Semenyo and Marmoush and Haaland, they are prone to heavy touches. They're prone to being a bit stiff in the way they move. Cherky's coming on. Cherky's coming on. Who for? Do you know what I would do? I think Marmoush has been better than Semenyo, but I would actually take Marmoush off and put Semenyo up alongside Haaland and let him play there rather than where he is right now. I'd do that and put Cherky where Semenyo is. But if you're going for just a straight swap for positions, then Semenyo's going to be coming off. What a ball that is from Kasanav into Semenyo. He holds it up, does the right thing in fairness to him, gets us up the pitch. Because we need to see this game out, man. Cherky. I did it. Figured it out. I saw your two emojis. I put them together and went, Cherky. Cherky. I like it. I like that game. It's a fun game. Emojis that are words. Put your best emoji words in the chat and see if I can figure them out. Good ones. I'm sure there's some in there. I can't help it, mate. It's a habit. I know it's wrong. I just keep saying it. Semenyo. Because I like to say what's on Semenyo. And it is. Pep's listening, man. Pep's listening. Marmoush off. Cherky on. Get Semenyo up front. Get Cherky out on that right side. Bellend. That's a good description of me. On top. That's too easy, man. On top. Drop deers. Yeah, I'm not saying that because everyone will go wild. Drop deer. Tear. Reindeers. Reindeers. Pretty sure I got that. One ready. Yeah. 4 down. 4 arrow. 4. I don't know. You've done me there. And what's that one as well? Is that a speaker? What even is that? And then is that a guy chilling? It's like a speaker and chilling. I don't know what that is. But big up John. Semenyo, Torre, Newcastle are in here. And it's a good tackle that. Was that Mark Gay? Brilliant from Cherky. Really good. Holds the ball up as well. Gets it into, looks for the little 1-2. Nunes with a sloppy ball though, but Cherky wins it back. Great start to the game for Cherky. But is he going up top? He's going up front with Haaland. And he's keeping Semenyo in the same position. There must be a system change then. Because we can't send Cherky up top. Semenyo Tory. Oh no. Newcastle are bringing on the cavalry, man. Joel Linton and Harvey Barnes. Half an hour to go, man. This game is so far from won. Dog shit. I know that one. I know that one. I had one shift at a dog kennels once when I was like looking for a job as like a 15-year-old lad, like trying to make a bit of side money. I was I think I was like 15, 16 years old. I had one day at a dog kennels because I was like, I like dogs and I really do like them. So I want to get a job just making money and I'll play with some dogs. I got a job at a dog kennels for like one day. 99% of the job was picking up dog shit. That was 99% of it. The indoor kennels, like clean all the dog shit, put that in the buckets, and then go to the outdoor bit and pick up all that dog shit. I quit day one. I quit my first day. I'm not picking up dog shit for the rest of my life, man. That's not for me. That's not for me. So, speaking of dog shit, anyway. Dark, Semenyo more clinical than Omar, so surely Omar off. Yeah. I think that's the thinking behind it, really. But the system hasn't changed, which is why I'm confused. Semenyo's on the left here. But Newcastle are growing in this game, man. Barnes is such a Tottenham signing. I think he's one of their best players, and they don't seem to play him every week. Every time I watch him, he's dangerous and like causes problems. He's scored 2 goals against us earlier this season. I don't like playing against him. I think he's a very good player, but for some reason, he doesn't get into the starting 11. He always plays on the left, and Gordon seems to take that responsibility more than anybody. Ball in from Donnarumma. Oh, we're living dangerously. We're going to concede a goal here if we're not careful. That's a foul. That's a foul. Harvey Barnes, get him in booked straight away. Get him booked. Rainbow Man. Colours. Rainbow. Hand. I don't know. I regret this game. I did it with the flags. I asked you to all put your flags in there and I'll get every one, and I got like one of them. I regret everything I've done so far with this emoji game. I'm terrible. I thought it'd be good. Hand tree. Stop tree. I don't know, but Newcastle are about to score. Brilliant from Ryan Aït-Nouri. Absolutely fantastic defending. And once again, he's quietly having one of those games that just goes under the radar. But if you're paying attention, he's having a good game. Couple of tackles in the first half that were brilliant. This was really, really good. Great defending. Sends him down the line. Leans on him. Clever, clever defending. Really good, man. Really good. Great stuff, man. I can see why Pep keeps putting him in, but I love the fact that he's like, well, I can't drop Nico O'Reilly either, so I'll just put him in midfield. I love that. Lovely ball here from Donnarumma. Haaland's in a very wide position, but still grass in front of him. Comes inside, does he? Yes, he does. Onto his right foot. Cuts it inside to Cherky. Cherky into Semenyo. Semenyo. Straight at Pope. Come on, Antoine. Such a tame finish, man. Get your foot behind it. Drill it. Great play from City all round until the finish. The finish was so poor from Semenyo. Oh, Rodri, careful. Studs up there, but he won it. He won it at least. Kasanoff running back with the ball. Back to Donnarumma. Welsh Wing, that's incredibly kind, mate. Thank you very much. Big up to you, mate. Even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I do love your content as it's original. Here's to hoping Newcastle take a point. Big up, man. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much. That's really kind. I saw you in the last one. I remember you in the last watch-along. You're kind. I wouldn't watch every one of my videos, though, mate, if I was you. I'd pick and choose. When I'm talking about Arsenal, for your own sake, I wouldn't bother. Because I'm, I don't really like your football club. But hey, if there's ever an Arsenal fan that goes against the grain of what it is to be an Arsenal fan, it's you, mate. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the respect. Look at the level-headedness. And I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. You're not the only one, in fairness to you, because there was a guy. I've forgotten his name now. That's annoying because we've spoken personally as well. He might even be watching, and if you are, let us know. What was his name? There was another Arsenal fan that was incredibly respectful. What's his name? Eric. That was it, Hannah. Eric. Well, that's it. Yeah, 100%. Eric. Bernardo Silva. Ball in. Haaland gets it awfully wrong. Terrible finish. Terrible finish from Haaland there. 65 minutes gone. This second half is dragging, man. Please, man. Newcastle, I think they've got a goal in them in this second half. But we've got to do better than this. We really do. Big up, John. Has anyone not been booked? There's quite a few bookings in there, isn't there? Nico O'Reilly chasing that. Chow nods it back to Pope. Yeah, I remember Kringle, Ryan. But he was he was here for like a year and a half, and the whole time I was talking to him like a City fan. And then all of a sudden he revealed himself as a Liverpool fan. I couldn't believe it. I felt so betrayed. I'd been completely catfished by Kringle. Captain Kringles, wasn't it? I remember. I did say 3-1, didn't I? Was that my prediction? I'm pretty sure I said 3-1. So we're on. 100%, man. 100%. I went to watch 2 days ago with my lad to watch Goat. Has anyone seen Goat? It's a cartoon about a goat, but it's about him playing basketball, and he is the GOAT. I enjoyed it, man. I love basketball. Big fan of basketball. The sport. Not really following NBA recently, but I do love the sport. Yeah, good. And I saw the trailer for the new Mario movie, man. It's all about Yoshi, innit, man? Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Really looking forward to it. Big up, Coolest Zebra. Hope you're good. Been a minute. What was your prediction for the game? I think it was 3-1. I've forgotten. I think it was 3-1. So, yeah. But I'm not convinced. Yeah, 100%. Love Space Jam. Love it. It's kind of like that, really. The more modernised version. I'm not convinced we're keeping a second half clean sheet. Ball up in there. Haaland's cleared it. Joel Linton, edge of the area. Harvey Barnes pokes it up in the air. Donnarumma's coming out and punches it a bit awkwardly. Hooked back in. Bernardo Silva nods it, and it's going to come back because Harvey Barnes is going to keep that alive. Oh, come on, City. I'm so fucking nervous, man. This is definitely going to be... I'm smelling... Newcastle are the better side in this second half. They are at the minute. We're dealing with what they're throwing at us at the minute. We're dealing with it reasonably. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face from Donnarumma. Look at his face. Look at it, man. He's like, oh, I want to fucking eat you. I don't recommend cannibalism. You're definitely going to get a couple of games banned for that, I reckon. 3, maybe 4 for cannibalism. Long ball again from Donnarumma is poor. It's poor, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Suarez, he enjoys a bit of cannibalism. It's mad. My little girl bit my son multiple times recently, and I had to send her to a room. Do you know what I mean? Like educating a 2-year-old girl not to bite someone, yet there's a fully grown man doing it. Luis Suarez. Bernardo Silva keeps going. It breaks to Nico O'Reilly, who's on a hat-trick. And he's had to slow it down. Bernardo Silva again dinks one in. No one in there. Edge of the area. Any loose pieces can be picked up. Mark Gay's sniffing around. Joel Linton gets snapped. Gets right back up as well. Looks to take it quickly. Get up, Mark. You need to get your back, mate. Oh, we're in trouble here. We're in big trouble. Gordon's offside. Right, he's out of the game temporarily at least. Tonali. Little 1-2. Kusanov. He's still got it. But brilliant from Kusanov. He caused a problem for Alanga there. Brilliant from Kusanov. He didn't win the tackle, but the pace is what gets him into a position. And exactly what we're talking about. Kusanov, again, really good. That's a foul. Nico O'Reilly. Brilliant pace from him. Again. I'm not sure I've seen any... I saw people asking for a yellow card for that push on Haaland. I don't think that was a yellow. But yeah. Anymore, it might become an accumulation thing rather than a one-off decision. But yeah, he's on a yellow. Let's keep pushing it. But we're not really getting the ball forward at the minute. Newcastle are the more dangerous side at the minute. They are posing more threat than we are. We've become the team to sit back a little bit and hit them on the break. But with 20 minutes to go, it's a risky game to play. An opportunity to close the gap to 2 points to Arsenal. We've certainly not played at our best. We've been poor in the final third. That eventual end product, in particular from the likes of Semenyo and Marmouche. But, you know, Newcastle have been all right, considering the absentees they've got. They've played pretty well. Their midfield has been okay. They've created moments to get into our final third, and they're doing that right now. But Nunes gets out to him. Brilliant, brilliant block from Nunes. Keep driving, lad. Keep driving. Go, lad. Oh, Joel Linton gets across and keeps Newcastle on the attack. We can't get out. Not enjoying this anymore, says Phil. Brilliant. Who was that? Guess who? Do I need to give you a guess? You know who it was. Big barnstorming tackle. You know who it was. I don't even need to say his name. But I'm not enjoying it anymore either, Phil. Pants this, innit? Stressful. 19 minutes to go. 3 points as it stands. I'll take it as it stands. Just keep it a 2-1. Ugly 2-1 second half defensive performance where we've had to ride a bit of a Newcastle storm. Can't sit still. Haaland's picked up some loose pieces here. Driving forward. Go on, lad. Hit it. Hit it. Blocked. Good tackle that from Dan Burn. Really good. Alanga. Who can smell a Newcastle equaliser? I feel like they're going to get an equaliser here. There's far too long in this game to go to keep the game. The pattern of play is ominous right now. It looks very... We are living dangerously, man. Tonali, edge of the area. Out to Trippier. Alanga. Cross comes in. It's blocked by Ryan Aït-Nouri. Corner ball. 18 minutes to go. Can't keep counting these minutes because there's way too many. And Jacob Murphy's coming on. I don't know why he didn't start. Mainly for the pace. I think Alanga was on for the pace. But bringing on Jacob Murphy, I'm presuming that's for Alanga. If they bring him on instead of someone else in midfield, then they are absolutely throwing the kitchen sink at us in terms of attack-minded players. Dan Burn's going mental at somebody. But Alanga's about to whip this corner in. Near post, cleared by Nunes. He's going to come back though any minute. Who for? Freezy. Who would you take off? Semenyo. I think Semenyo. Or Semenyo. Semenyo. Pause. Yeah. Zubair. Yeah. I'd be thinking about that. You know, if we're going to play like this, we might as well put the players on to do it. You know, we are defending. We are protecting what we've got, which I think is correct in some, you know, I think we need to have that threat going forward still to go and get ourselves a third. But this isn't too dissimilar to the second half performance against Fulham, where it's uncomfortable, but, you know, we're keeping them at bay temporarily. But that's a good shout, Nico G. Considering the way we're playing, I agree. Ball in. Donnarumma, collect that, lad. Well done. Slow it down, man. No, don't lump it. Just get some shape. Let the team settle. Get Newcastle up the other end of the pitch, man. Let's slow it down. Another replay, and Newcastle are on the attack. Newcastle want a foul, but they're not getting it. Haaland's coming forward. Driving forward. Keep going, lad. Keep going, Haaland. Oh, it's a good bit of defending eventually by Chow, but he rode a couple of tackles there. I think one from Tonali, one from Joel Linton. He's been an outlet. Haaland's having a good game. He's been let down by players around him at the minute. I think he's doing all right. Kasanov gets in the way and clears it. Nunes gets back and nods it. Back to Kasanov. And then Kasanov back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma's immediately going to go long. It's coming back. Haaland can't do anything about that, really. Dan Burns bullied him, really. De Besten. I reckon we should try to actually play like a Premier League team. That would help the state of the... What? What is that? Man, that's harsh, man. That's harsh. You got to accept, man, we can't just attack all the time. We are, you know, a team that's in transition. We aren't quite set in our ways in terms of, you know, the older, more fluid way we play. We are defending, and that's a part of the game. And we're defending reasonably well. I agree with the concern, but we are playing like a Premier League team, man. Come on. I feel that's a bit harsh. But yeah, more subs. Jacob Murphy didn't come on, actually. He's now about to come on. I think that might have been Asula I saw behind him. I'm not sure, but ball in from Newcastle edge of the area. Joe Linton puts it wide. Donnarumma filled me with confidence the second I saw him. Like, yeah, nothing to worry about. Surely Alanga. Yeah, Alanga off for Jacob Murphy. Was a bit of a toe bunker. And Gordon off. I think that's clever. I think that's a wise substitution by Eddie Howe, because there isn't room for Newcastle to break on us, because we are dropping a little bit deeper, absorbing pressure, so there is no grass for Gordon and Alanga to, or less grass for them to run into. The game has become, we're not playing a low block, you know, we're still trying to hit them on the break, but we are absorbing a little bit pressure. We've dropped our line a little bit deeper, and that therefore reduces the space in behind. And that therefore kills the game of Alanga and Gordon, who want the grass to run into. They want the space, and they haven't got it. So instead they bring on a bit more technically gifted players with the likes of Asula and Jacob Murphy in particular, who is a tricky customer. And more suited to a game where you're in this situation. Oh, Pope with a dodgy ball there, but if that reaches Harvey Barnes, offside. So poor, man. You'd be fuming if you're a Newcastle fan, wouldn't you? You'd be fuming. So poor. Should not be getting caught offside there. A real opportunity as well, that would have been. Good for us, though. I don't give a shit. I'm buzzing about that, but... honestly... Gordon is a moron. He does strike me as a somewhat of a bellend, I must admit. Right, Vasco, come on. What's the negative? What's the negative feelings? Oh, wait. 2-on-1. Ryan Nori. Honestly, that was... he's just fell over, hasn't he? He's just slipped or tripped or... he's kicked the ball against his standing leg and just... a 2-on-1 situation. Haaland's got to be fuming, man. I think Haaland's had a good game. Man on Kasanov, well done. Well done. He's had a good game, Haaland. You know, I think he's been let down by the players around him. He really has. Vasco, these second half performances, I really don't know what happens. It's so strange. Pep needs to sit down with the players and try to change strategy. Pep said he knows exactly what the reason for these second half performances is. I question whether he actually does, and I think that it's psychological, and he wants it to become strategy. He wants it to give off the impression. You know how I was saying the other day? When a thing becomes a thing, it's a thing. Arsenal's thing is bottling it. Once it becomes a thing, not only does it become a thing for you, it becomes a thing for everyone else. Everyone else can focus on it and use it against you. Take advantage of your thing. And Arsenal's thing is bottling it. We cannot allow second half performances to become poor, our thing, because teams will smell that, they'll know that, and I'm questioning whether it is strategy or tactical in any way. I don't know how it can be, because what could possibly be so different from first half to second half that isn't psychological? Ball in here, free kick. Fucking hell. Dan Burn was outstretched. Anything he gets on that could have been a goal-bound effort at least. But ball down the line from Rodri, intercepted by Lewis Hall. Cherky, get back, lad. And Bernardo Silva's there again to pick up the loose pieces. Gets it into Nunes. Brilliant again from Bernardo Silva. Another ball down the line. Give him a fucking chance, man. Haaland's having... he's living off scraps. He's got to feed the guy, man. This is poor from some of the City players in this second half. It's turning poor now. Our ability to go the other way is what's poor. Defensively, we're doing all right at the minute. We're riding a bit of luck. We're weathering a storm. But it's when we go the other way with space and players to pass to. Ryan Aït-Nouri a moment ago. Nunes with a ball down the line there to Haaland. Massively overhit. Just chill, man. Like, it's been bordering on one-way traffic. Really, hasn't it? One-way traffic. And Rodri's been done. So has Bernardo. Ball through. Donnarumma's picking up that. Sloppy from Newcastle. Again, thank God they're, not as good as they could be. Because they are, we are living dangerously. Living dangerously. I'm a bit worried. Donnarumma bowls it out to Kasanov. And that's a good ball into Semenyo. Touch, man. He got away with it. Cherky's picked it up. But that touch of a fucking wardrobe, man. I really would. I mean, what's Semenyo offering now in this game? If he's not breaking on the opposition, then what is he offering? Because you can't fire it into him because he's not controlling it. You got to be looking at Foden at this point, haven't you? And getting Foden on and taking Semenyo off. There you go. Grass. Go. Run. Semenyo. Run. One-on-one with Tonali. Slows it down. That's fine. That's fine. That's better than what you've been doing, mate. You've been giving it away most of the time, but that's fine. Finding a City shirt is exactly what we need. Just to alleviate some of this pressure, man. Exactly that, Chris. Keep the fucking ball, man. How many times? 100%. Exactly that. So that's it. Now we're knocking it around. We've strung about 5 or 6 passes together. I can't remember the last time we did that in this half. I think we've accepted defending is the priority for this game. So we've, bring it on, Newcastle. Let's see what you've got. But showing an ability to, how many chances have we actually conceded? Lovely little flick that by Cherky. Haaland then can't pick it up though. That's poor from Haaland. Needs to do better there. That was a good little flick that from Cherky. But yeah, we've clearly come out with an intention to protect without, still offer a bit of a sting going the other way. I would argue the balance has gone too far though. You know what I mean? We've gone too far into, you know, defending and absorbing pressure because we've offered so little going the other way. And when we have had those moments to do that, to go the other way, it's been wasteful. Come on, City. Come on, man. 6 and a bit minutes to go. I smell a 2-2, don't you? Semenyo, that's a foul. We play on. Cherky can bring it forward. I'd rather the free kick. Semenyo stayed down. Kick it out. Kick it out. Kick it out. Cherky, well done, mate. Well done. I think it's time now, innit? Get Foden on. Semenyo going down is a perfect opportunity to take him off. I think it's a dead leg by the looks of it. I hope it's not serious. But guess who did it? Of course, it's Joel Linton. Big fucking lump, man. He just goes around kicking people, doesn't he? Kyagra. We can do this. We absolutely can, mate. 10 months you've been a legend. Typical City member. If anyone else is interested in becoming a member like Kyagra and you want to become a legend, in my eyes anyway, you're a legend. 10 months. Big up to you, mate. We can absolutely do this. And if you want to become a member, the link is in the pinned comment of the chat as well as in the description of the video. Foden's coming on. Foden's coming on. Glooby says, bring on Savinho. I'm telling you. Maybe. It's a big ask, though. Just back from injury. He's had, a few days in first-team training. Rodri wins the free kick. Good. Joel Linton's aggressive play. We used that against him. Do you remember in the treble-winning season when Haaland had the ball in the corner flag against Newcastle and Joel Linton kept running out and Haaland kept just kicking it off him? Use his aggression against him, man. Use it against him, man. Just keep waiting for the impact and then go down, man. Because he comes in like a fucking steam train. You know, he's got no finesse when it comes to tackling at all. We're going to win that. Go on, Cherky. Lovely. Keep it, lad. Foul, 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 foul. Well done, Cherky. Nico O'Reilly, really good. Again, Joel Linton's the man complaining. But yeah, I think it might be a game too early for him. It's the intensity of the game. It's not a bad shout, though, because Savinho can carry the ball forward. And I can see the logic to Savinho. But this game's become very physical. That's point one. And point two is Savinho is just back from injury, you know. So, hardly surprising that Semenyo's coming off for Foden. I've called every substitution in this game, haven't I? Cheers, Christine. 1.1. Thanks very much to everyone that's hit the like button and everyone that's tuned in, even if you're not hitting the like button and you're just chilling. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks very much. I'm scared, Carlos, mate. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm surprised Ryan's not been sick yet. Ryan's always gets sick. Ryan throws up every game. Shit. Flicked on. Ah, that's good. That's good. Again, Fulham. Newcastle with this inability to hold the line, and then when they go past the man, and then they pass the ball when he's decided I'm offside, I can't run after that, and we get away with it again. But Newcastle have got the ball, man. I swear there's a big moment in this game. There is a big moment left in this game. And I fear that it's going to be at the wrong end of the pitch. Come on. Let's break the play up. Break it up. Let's just make it bitty. Joel Linton just elbowed Rodri. That's what I'm saying. Rodri's brilliant. Brilliant from Rodri. Brilliant. Using his aggression against him. That's exactly what you do, man. He's just throwing his weight about. Just go down. Look, Rodri knew it. Look at that. Look at that. That's exactly what I said you should do. Just let him throw his arms about. Then Rodri's watching. He's looking at Joel Linton. He's like, what are you going to do, mate? You're going to elbow me? You're going to jab me? You're going to knee me? You're going to do something, mate. And when you do it, I'm going to go down. And we're going to win a free kick. And then we're going to slow the game down, take the sting out of your game, and you're going to end up with a yellow card. He's a bully, man. That's I would love him on my team because I like players like Joel Linton. I like tough tackling players like that. But you can once they become so obvious in their approach, they become predictable, man. And, you know, clever players like Rodri are going to use your aggression against you. And it's exactly what we're doing. 1 minute to go before stoppage time. How many minutes are going to be added on? There's not much has happened, really, in the way of additional time. But Kasanov, we need you, mate. Get back there. Well done, Kasanov. Ball back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma with a nonchalant, terrifying, shit-inducing, in-my-pants little flick. And it was brilliant. But it made my poo come out. It really did. Go on, Cherky. Go on, Foden. Oh, he's not ready. Right foot cross. He's not up to the speed yet, is he? What are you doing there, Cherky? Unbelievable footwork, and he's nearly giving it away. But Foden and Cherky both on the pitch. Fucking hell, man. 4 minutes confirmed, says Mullet. Fucking hell, how far behind am I? How do you know that? I'm watching it live as well. How do you know? Are you at the game? Is the commentator? Are you listening to the commentator? Mullet, you should be listening to me. There you go. I wonder what they get whispered in their ears, man. The commentators. Gay. Very good. Very good. He's calmed himself down and he's found Erling Haaland. And Haaland's in. Haaland! Oh, no! Shot. Foden. Finish, lad. Finish. Foden. Saved by Pope. Cleared by Joel Linton. Well, sideways. And Ryan Nori can pick it up. But that brilliant, brilliant play from Mark Gay there was fantastic. Could have got himself an assist. Little side to side in between his feet. Beats the press. And then he fizzes a ball into Haaland. Haaland tries to knock it past. Lovely little flick by Nico O'Reilly again. He's having a great game. He's having a great game. Nunes, you can't lose it there. Like, don't slip, whatever you do, lad. No. He's over. And Joel Linton, the big lump, has kicked it out for a throw-in to City. 4 minutes. Or 3 of it's gone. Haaland was through. If we don't concede in this second half, I think that's a real sign of solidity. It's a real sign of togetherness. It's a real sign of both ends of the pitch are starting to click for City because everybody has said how bad our defence is. And we have turned on defence mode. We have turned this game into a defensive game in the second half. But we were going for it in the first half and we got 2 goals as our reward for doing that. That's exactly how you play. And then you sit back. Everything that Arsenal are getting criticised for right now, except we haven't conceded yet. There is still plenty of time for that to change. But if we prevent them from scoring in this second half, that's exactly what Arsenal should have done against Wolves. And it's everything they've been getting praised for all season. And now in the crunch time moments, we're doing what they were doing earlier in the season, except it's harder to do it at this stage of the season because you're tired, all the fatigue, the pressure, the jeopardy that's involved in the game. You know, this is when you do it. Now, this is when you get both ends of the pitch right, but it's still not done, man. 2 minutes. Newcastle throw deep in their own half. Just win that header, win that first ball and the second. Oh, it's up. Halfway line. Mark Gay. Up and away. Joel Linton. Bit of head tennis about to start happening, is it? Yeah, Mark Gay heads it back. Joel Linton heads it back. Off the back of Foden, though. Haaland, can you pick that up? Rodri. That's going to spread. They're going to send it out. Trippier here. Come on, man. Come on, man. 1 minute. They're going to add a bit more on top of that, aren't they? We can't concede in this late. We can't concede this late. Oh, Cherky with a slide tackle. It was a bit intense there. Jacob Murphy. In steps. Mark Gay. Brilliant. Brilliant from Mark Gay. Bernardo Silva brings it forward. Go on, lad. Haaland. Just hold the ball. Corner flag. Corner flag. Corner flag. Oh, he's giving it away. Well done, Foden. Well done, Foden. That's a fine. That's free kick on Joel Linton. That'll do. Slow it down. Slow it down, lads. Oh, my lad's there as well, man. Please don't concede. I forgot my lad is there. Fucking hell, man. Big up Simo. We couldn't score in a brothel in this. Well, scoring in a brothel is expensive. No. Is he saved that, Donnarumma? Was that on target? Because Donnarumma's just done exactly what he's been doing all season. Because that was if that was on target, because Harvey Barnes with a volley, if it's a corner to Newcastle though, we're still not done here. Oh, has he saved it? It's a corner. It's a fucking corner, man. It's a corner. Nick Pope's come up. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Corner ball. Whipped in. Donner is Pope. No. Haaland. Clear it. Go on. Come on. Come on. Blow your whistle. Blow your whistle. Blow. 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 That's what she said. Blow. Clear it. Why is he not blowing? Yes. Yes. Over to you, Arsenal. Over to you. 2 points behind. That'll do. That'll do. Nico O'Reilly. There's some absolute first-class performances in there today. First-class performances. I thought Haaland was brilliant today. I thought, he hasn't scored, but I thought he was really, really good. His overall game was fantastic today, man. He was a constant pest for that Newcastle defence. He got us up the pitch on many occasions, but you can't go anywhere else other than Nico O'Reilly for man of the match. It's the most obvious man of the match of the season, really, because he was brilliant. 2 goals to his name, as well as the performance on top of that was absolutely fantastic. I thought Mark Gay was a bit shaky in the first half, but the second half Mark Gay performance was sensational, man. Brilliant. Kusanov popped up with some vital contributions as well. Really good. Bernardo Silva was brilliant as well. He was everywhere. We've got concerns in other areas of the pitch. I felt like Semenyo wasn't at his best. Marmoush was drifting in and out of the games. I felt like taking him off made a bit of sense, but it seems like he was the worst because he came off first. I actually think Semenyo was our worst player today. I think he was very, very wasteful, very, very sloppy. And, those, that front three of Haaland, Marmoush and Semenyo, I'm just buzzing, man, that we've just fucking won that, man. I can't, that second half was horrible to watch, but, yes. Yes. Come on, City. Are we doing this? By the way, I want to say that when I looked at the fixtures, I'm more worried, and I was before this game, by the way, I was more worried about Leeds away than I was at Newcastle at home. Now, that's not to disrespect Newcastle, because I know the players they've got, I know the threats that they've got, but it's the history that they've got against us is why I wasn't as worried about that as I was at Leeds away, because Leeds discovered their form. The ability of Leeds this season, the qualities that they've shown has been ever since that second half performance where they went to 3 at the back. Ever since that second half performance for Leeds, they've been good. Since that, they got it back to 2-2 and we end up winning the game. Thanks to Phil Foden. But Leeds have been good ever since then. And I watched them today, partially, against Villa. And Villa dropping points is also very applicable to us. That's a great dropping of points there for us. But I watched them against, and they're holding their own and going away from home against big teams and holding their own and causing problems. Calvert-Lewin has somehow found a new lease of life. So next weekend, Leeds away is a grimy, dogged fixture that I'm not looking forward to it in the slightest, but we enjoy what we've just done because tomorrow, Sunday, is a beautiful day, regardless of whether the Arsenal win or not. It's not that important because what we've just done there is a real statement result because we've levelled the games, same games, 2 points behind, massive, massive win. That felt like a real statement in the whole City can't keep them out. You can get at them, you know. I don't remember Newcastle, other than that Harvey Barnes chance at the end, really testing us in that second half. It wasn't a great watch. We made it an ugly game, a very unenjoyable game, but one that you'll look back on now that the emotion is removed from the game and just sitting there knowing the outcome. You'll look at that second half, and I encourage you to go and watch that second half again. Albeit it seems like a bad second half in contrast to the fact that we scored 2 in the first half and none in the second half. I get you. I get your point, and it's a simplistic way of looking at it, though, because the facts are we accepted we needed to defend, absorbed a bit of pressure, and I don't think we looked too uncomfortable in our defensive duties in that game. The introduction of Kusanov arguably was the perfect introduction, and we contained them, you know, and I felt good, you know. Big up to Kayagra, by the way, dropping 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Really, really. Oh yeah, clock. Yep, clock's done. I didn't pro. I saved it. AK-45, man. Buzzing. I want to give a shout out to Darks, by the way, who's been dropping incredibly kind donations throughout this. Many of you have dropped, like Kyger has just done. Very, very kind. But from minute 1 to the end, mate, you've been dropping super chats left, right and centre, mate. So I just want to say thank you, by the way. That's really, really kind. And it's appreciated. And come on, you Spurs, man. Come on, man. How are Arsenal feeling watching that? How are they feeling watching that? Because we've just put in a performance in that second half which isn't too dissimilar to how Arsenal have played this season. You know, this ability to go at one end and get yourself a lead and then protect what you've got. It's old school. It's not very typical of Pep. It's traditional in the way of football is, you know, not very adventurous, Pep Guardiola-esque. But it got us the 3 points, man, and you can't argue with that at the end of the day. You can't argue with the fact that Newcastle created very, very little. They had a lot of the ball. They got into the final third on many occasions, but how many times were they actually penetrating our defence and making Donnarumma work? You know, he was collecting loose balls, crosses coming in, he was punching the odd thing. The save from Harvey Barnes at the end was about it. And out of curiosity, I would love to know what the XG was in that second half. So bear with me 1 sec while I find out. Because I think it's interesting that. So first half, we had an XG of 0.7 to their 0.2. Second half, they had a 0.3 XG. Point proven. So even though I didn't have the stats in front of me, my eyes did not deceive me. My eye told me. And in the second half, we had a 0.6. We had 0.6. We accepted they're going to have more of the ball. They did have more of the ball. 52% possession in the second half to our 48. But the facts are their XG went up by 0.06 compared to the first half and the second half. 0.06. So not even 0.1 did their XG go up. We can defend. That's the point. We can defend. We changed the game. We changed our approach. We went defensive. And they created nothing as a result of it. That's fucking brilliant news. That's good news for the Champions League. That is, because that's how you win knockout matches. That's knockout football, that. And that's what we're in. That's effectively what the final 10 games of the Premier League is, you know. In a season like this, where we're going toe-to-toe with Arsenal, you know, that's effectively what it is. One loss, really, is detrimental. It's not quite knockout in the Premier League, but you know the point I'm trying to make, is one loss is huge. So don't lose, and don't draw, don't concede. And don't concede chances gives you every opportunity to not conceding goals, stating the obvious. And it's exactly what we did in the second half. You know, so while we're a bit worried about the lack of creativity in the second half, respect the defensive approach. Respect the work that went into the defensive qualities that we showed today, because they didn't create anything and they threw everything at us, man. Think about the substitutions that came on. Think about the approach from Newcastle. They threw everything. They threw the kitchen sink at us, man. And they couldn't create anything in that second half. And Mark Gay, Kusanov, Nunes, Ryan Aït-Nouri was brilliant. Remember him leaning on Alanga? Remember Kusanov with his pace, blocking Alanga as well? Remember Mark Gay intercepting and also sending Haaland through on goal? Nunes was clearing the ball effectively on occasions and winning headers, and Donnarumma punching it. We've got to appreciate the defensive qualities that we're showing here for a team that can't defend. Not bad. Not bad at all. And this is the time when you need to defend. You know, it's all good and well having a fantastic defence like Arsenal have had up until the 30th game of the season. And then for the final 8 games of the season, you're conceding 2 goals in the final 20 minutes of the game to bottom of the league. That's not how you win titles. That's not a defence I want to be proud of. That's a defence I want to be proud of. Right there, what I saw in the second half. And I'm with you if you're nervous, because I was shitting myself. I was terrified because of it's, you know, you're inviting pressure. Anyone can score a goal from a moment of luck. That's the issue with that approach, is sometimes it just, like, regardless of how well you've defended, a goal can just go in, you know? Like, sometimes you have bad luck, and that's the risk that you run when you apply a defensive approach. But when you defend as well as we did, I don't think there's that much to worry about, really. I think we're good. I'm happy, man. I'm very, very fucking happy. Really good. Really, really good, man. 2 points. Unreal, man. Unreal. Steve's getting a bit carried away. I'm drinking them beers, Steve, haven't you, mate? Quadruple! Oh, mate, Ryan, imagine. Big up Darks again with the generosity. I think I need bet on result. I'm on a roll. What did you do? What was the bet, man? Don't send the super chat. I'll keep an eye out for it. 8 unbeaten now, Paul. That's big. That's big. But I don't want unbeaten. I want wins. I want wins in a row. And I think we've got 5 of them, have we? 4, 5? I think we've got 5 in a row now. Obviously the Spurs draw. But our response to... Our defensive response to conceding 4 against Fulham. Ever since that game... That was 13 Premier League games ago now. We have now conceded 9 goals in 13 games. 6 clean sheets in those 13 games. For a team that can't defend, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Pep's celebrations. I'd argue, I actually wanted him to just go like that and walk off, but he's fucking giving it some there, Pep. He's going wild, like, yeah. So I know he knows deep down it's big, but I don't want to be the celebration police. But one thing I would do in that situation is just walk off the pitch and go like that. Just like, yeah, a win's a win, good win. But, you know, we've seen Arteta and Odegaard taking photos of players and, like, the way they celebrate 3 points like they've won the league, man. We don't want to go down that road, man. We want to respect the fact that we've got to go Leeds away next. 100%, man. But yeah. Anyway, I'm extremely happy with that, really. I'm going to look back at this more positively tomorrow, because I feel like there was a frustration from City fans that we weren't going and killing the game off. And it's not like we didn't have opportunities, because Ryan Aït-Nouri was through on goal, 2-on-1, just square it to Haaland. He trips on himself. He gets his feet all muddled up and gives it away. I thought Ryan Aït-Nouri had a really good game, by the way. We saw Marmoush lay it off for Semenyo, and multiple opportunities for Semenyo to at least hit the target. One left foot just p-rolled to Pope, completely mishit it. Another one left foot smashes it over the bar. So there were opportunities for us to go and get that 3rd goal and possibly even a 4th. But I'm most impressed with how we switched gears, went defensive, and did what we set out to do. You know, it's not like, let's go defensive and then concede, like a certain football club that dress in red and white. Do you know what I mean? Like that football club. Like, let's go out there and have Trossard rolling about, and let's take 3 minutes to take a corner with Martinelli taking an age, and time wasting against bottom of the league. I didn't see any time wasting from City. I just saw defensive work. I just thought defending. Let's go out and defend. We did what we set out to do. Great. Can't ask for much more, really, can you? Anthony, should have killed the game, honestly, but the lads stay focused. Come on, City. I agree with that. We should have killed the game. But yeah, we did stay focused, and the defensive celebrations are there for all to see, man. Absolutely buzzing. Buzzing. And this isn't an easy game. I know Newcastle, there's the minutes they've played recently, having to play midweek against Karabag. That obviously bodes well for us. But yeah, we still put out a performance that's defensively to be proud of, and seeing Donnarumma and that, what it means to our defenders. They love defending, and the celebrations for clearances and tackles being won, and Donnarumma coming out and making sure every defender is appreciated. And he says thank you. That's his way of saying thank you, basically, isn't he? He's just saying thank you for making me not have to work. Come out and just shake his defender and go, you're fucking good, I love you, mate. Well done. That's great, man. That's great. And now, over to Spurs. Over to Arsenal. Let's see what they've got, man. Let's see what they've got. Oh, mate, absolutely buzzing. Buzzing. Player ratings in the morning. Make sure you've hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Lots to talk about tomorrow. Lots of positives, really, for both ends of the pitch in different ways. Nico O'Reilly is, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, 100%. What a player he's turning out to be. What a season he's having. And arguably the hardest season of any of our players, really, considering the roles that he's had. He's played in left back, he's played in the 6, he's played as the 8, he's played as the 10. He's played as this inverted, somewhat left-sided 10 that's unorthodox, very unusual. He's what is he, 20? 21 now? Is he 20? I can't remember his age. I think he's like 20, 21. But, such a young player that plays with the maturity of like a 28-year-old. He's a fucking player, this guy, isn't he? Is he 20? 20 years old. Brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. I thought Erling was really good as well. I thought he was really good. Last super chat, mate. Darks, you're a legend, mate. Looking forward to the match ratings. See you, mate. Big up, Darks. Have a good night, mate. Enjoy yourself. And anyone who stayed up late to watch this, I hope you're having a good night, man, because those that are up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to tune into this, man, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Because I did. I've had a good night. It's been good, man. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Right, player ratings in the morning. Make sure you tune in for that one. We've got a bit of a week now, a bit more rest, which is, again, fantastic. Refreshed. Hopefully, no training injuries or anything like that cropping up in midweek. A nice, quiet week before Leeds away, which is going to be a very, 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 very difficult game. I'm not looking forward to it. I think it's going to be tough. Really tough. Tougher than this. I think it's going to be a harder game than this. Because Leeds, man, Ellen Road, man, if you've ever been, it's grimy, man. It's an atmospheric ground, old school, difficult place to go and play football. Not easy at all. Right, take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.